Alright, so the plan is to give them the books to Leona or sell them to her?
I think it's mostly a vote for give, and unfortunately, since Hedrah is not playing a merchant character, cannot weasel her own prices.
I'm in minority here to take at least like a token sum.
Well, if
How about a platinum for each of us, and then you can just have the book. So it's like 1,
That's way
2,
more than
3,
the
4,
10 gold that I said.
5.
yeah,
Oh, is it? I guess. Yes, it is.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Maybe a
also-
gold
we don't-
each.
Fine, a gold each.
yeah.
Gold each.
If Ursula actually has a problem giving away the stuff for free, then Szooth will, bring up the price.
No, just literally just a gold each, and that's
Yeah, no, and that's what I mean. Just, I didn't mean bring up the price as in make it higher, as in, but like,
He's
No,
going back to Alderlin, right?
Yeah,
Let's
she's
hope
going to
gold.
Anders Bay specifically,
Andrews Bay.
the
Yeah.
capital.
why don't? Also,
Could she do a favor for me then?
Maybe. What
Sucking
is
your
that
dick
favor?
does
Is
not
it mouth
go
favor?
No, it's not.
She
mouth favor.
already turned that particular kind of favor down,
It's-
unfortunately.
I need this. I need this package delivered.
Do you know, you already said
if
no
she
to mouth
could-
favors.
Just, I need this package delivered to a place on Onderland, and if they could, she could bring it at the very least to that country and have it sent away to the right place. That'd be great.
That'd be the package for Tassie.
Yeah.
Okay, Leona can definitely do that for you. No big deal.
I'd feel safer if I had someone I knew bringing it at least that far away. That far.
I also have a request. Instead of the 1 gold, I'd like it very much if next time we're visiting you could share your research with us. I have no doubt you'll discover something big. And if not, I would always like to listen to it either way.
Of course, that sounds more than reasonable.
I'm sure our paths will cross again. We do not tend to stick in one place for very long. We go wherever adventure calls.
I hope they cross again too, just in less dire circumstances, perhaps.
Yes, let us never go to Death Island again.
Get me the fuck away from from Tornado Island.
Unless it is to purge the whole thing.
Unless
Yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna go back there one day. There's scores to be
And we
settled.
come back as level 10s. Just, wow, I found some more motherfuckers up in here.
I'm now reminded of fucking Adam in Fallout going, one day I'm gonna come back in power armor and kill everyone here because they're jerks. And I mean, he does it by the end.
Yeah, I mean, like, you totally have the option of just, like, out-leveling that dungeon in there and
And
fucking take a big shit
stomping
down
it.
everybody's neck in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that does sound like a fun pastime to me.
Indeed.
This is for all all those hours of torment that you.
This is for
This is
exhaust, you asshole. Donk.
Ba-donk, ba-donk. Alright,
No, but here's the thing. Ursula takes that single gold coin that she got from Leona and just starts scratching in Leona's actual name in it.
alright. Interesting.
Say,
Aw, cool.
this is now a lucky coin. Just make sure to
Sounds
keep
good to
it
me.
safe and not... Yeah, and keeps it separated from the rest.
I mean, it'll be safe behind the titters.
Oh, in the
Between
cleavage
anyway.
there is like
Yeah, of course. You
Void
can
space.
put it on a pendant. That thing is not going anywhere.
hammer space.
Yep.
Alright, so she will give a coin to everyone but Szooth, it seems. And she will lug that... Actually, she will probably ask Hashat to help her lug this giant chest all the way down to the docks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, holy fuck.
Oh shit. It's very heavy.
Yeah, it's basically a library in portable form.
Ah, then I have a question.
Yes.
Would that actually exceed Hashat's carrying capacity and slow her down?
Probably not. At least not your drag speed. Like, Hashat is very strong. You have what, like an 18 strength now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have become even stronger.
I've become even hencher.
You're also as hinged as the dwarf.
Yeah.
True, but I'm not slowed down by heavy weights either. Dwarf.
Oh, I thought that was another tits joke. Okay.
Yes. That too,
Alright.
though.
So, like, 10 minutes after Hashat and Leona leave for the docks, it's getting on towards dusk now, and Nahia, you've kind of dolled up for the ball here.
Yep.
Do you make any special preparations other than just the fanciest dress?
I don't know. Like, do I know anything about this party? Is it one that happens semi-regularly? Or happened semi-regularly back in the day?
This particular party doesn't, but of course you've been to other parties here in town. Like, bringing something like a bottle of wine or some flowers, because it is at the, like, big central government building, and the estate attached to it, that's kind of customary. Of course, you can also get, like, perfume and stuff.
You happen to know somebody.
I'm still
Cassidy.
toting bottles of vodka that are worth a gold coin each. In fact, I'm down to 2 of them now, but they're both 2 unopened ones. So I'll bring them.
Nice.
Didn't
You're
you
bringing the
drink
party.
those already?
Pardon, sorry?
Didn't you drink them already?
No, I finished 1 bottle. I had a bunch, and I've, over the course of this campaign, consumed them down to 2. But they are not open yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dog,
like, I'm
stop
pretty sure the
thinking that.
first gold we ever made, I went, and I'm spending it on vodka. Hooray!
The correct thing to do for Salamander.
Yeah, that's just how it had to be.
Had to be. Alright, so yeah, a few minutes after Hashat and Leona leave, Nahia, you hear a rumbling outside from a carriage and heavy horses, and a peek out of your room's window at the inn will show that a familiar carriage has parked outside just now with a Lashayov Mercantile big logo painted outside of it. The Salamander sitting in the front is dressed up in his finest livery with a little top hat on. The horses have silk barding flowing down behind them. What do you do?
Alright. Tuck up my scats and make my way down. And, yeah, approach the carriage.
Alright. So
Yeah, don't mind me just making stealth rolls to follow.
Yeah, do you just hide in the skirts?
No.
And
I was joking. No.
that's totally a valid thing. You're small, you could actually just hide in her skirts and carry along.
I mean, I could, but no. I'm going to give my pretty star scale, my valued star scale member, her privacy and let her go to the party like she said she wanted to. She's a big girl, she can handle herself.
She hasn't told anyone.
Oh wait, well then I don't fucking know.
Okay, so yeah, you don't know what's happening. So everyone's just chilling down in the bar, presumably, except for Hashat, who's with Leon and Lev. You're drinking, and then Nahia comes down in a gorgeous ball gown. This Cinderella moment of just descending the stairs with those big puffy skirts.
Have you found a dragon to marry?
Don't at me. I'm out.
Fucking.
She just walked by and no.
Huh.
It's
I wonder
just drink. She's just looking at fucking Nahia there and was mid-drinking, but it's still flowing.
Just down your chin. What?
Yeah, down into the cleavage, all the way. It's she's just looking at Nahia.
Szooth, make a
It's
check
like a
versus
shot,
drowning,
yeah.
please.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
I wonder what's going
Drink
on
the
with
beer.
her.
Drink the beer.
Yeah, Szooth doesn't even need to make a check. He just chugs it from his party
Opens wide.
techniques.
Open wide, receive booze.
The booze boobs.
I wonder what Nahia's up to.
You say, as
Apparently
Nahia,
drink your stuff.
gets to the door, and then it slams open, just like brushing past her nose by like an inch. And there is a tall Amazonian green salamander standing on the other side in a white and green gown, pretty much equally as puffy and noble looking as Nahia's, with a great big grin on her face, and her eyes light up as she puts them on her date's face.
When...
Nahia, darling, you look smashing. Come here. She will give you a big kiss on either cheek.
Thank you. Let us go.
Nahia, my friend, who is this?
It is a good old friend of mine.
Oh, Nahia, who is your little friend? He's adorable.
I'm not sure what he constitutes as. I suppose employer?
I am Szooth, the Sunwalker. I've come to have all these fine fellows under my employ.
She looks around at, like, Nahia, Ursula. Let's see, she just saw Leona and Hashat walk past. She's like, alright, hold on. Actually, let me make a wisdom save versus making terrible jokes. Let's start this off with a bang.
Alright.
No. Okay!
Oh,
Alright, someone's going to mention the harem.
Yes, exactly. Little pimp kobold. How cute. She'll just take your cheek and give it a little waggle.
Szooth allows this. It is
tail wagging intensifies.
It is always an honor to receive a touch from a star scale.
It is. And she will straighten up and turn to Nahia and say, "Oh, dear, don't tell me you did not tell your friends where you were going."
Of course I did not. Why would I mention this? It is obviously something that I was hoping would happen entirely unnoticed. And that has appeared to have failed.
Oh,
I see. Keep wanting to keep your romantic interest on the down low. I understand. You need not say another word.
darling,
Please.
you wound me.
Let us all pretend as we saw nothing. Obviously, Nahia wishes to have a private night of passion.
But
Nahia just starts giggling and puts a hand over her mouth. Oh, I
It's
like
okay.
this one.
that is how I am dressed. He has liked it a lot. He is very good at collecting party favors and starting parties and, well, mostly party-centric activities and helping other people score.
Oh, please, I need not be the center of this conversation. I am sure you two love scales are very excited to have your night together.
I will dash you.
Yes, I am so excited to be with my dear Nahia. It has been so long since we've spent any time together.
Worry not, Nahia, my friend. I shall make sure that no conversation goes to your deeds tonight, and that after you're done, we shall say nothing of it, as if it never happened.
Alright, I suppose I do appreciate that. I'll see you all later.
Yes, goodbye, little kobold. Goodbye, grumpy dwarf. And she will
There's
just...
Squint.
She will blow you a kiss, Ursula, as she follows Nahia out.
Szooth
I
will,
suppose Ursula would be her type as well, wouldn't she?
Szooth will pull out a handkerchief and start crying into it and just whisper,
Grow up so fast.
As she goes,
I
you
love
can
the
see Nahia, or Nahia has a like little gold satin sock around the edge of her tail that seems to be like slightly damp with some sort of moisture at its end. And it just waggles right out the door. And yeah,
It is smart, otherwise corrosive poison to skip.
exactly. Oh god, Tasha just brought me a rope. No, no dog. Do not
Beatings! Let the beatings commence!
walk. I love you, sweetie. Go away, though.
As we're like walking back up to the carriage, I'll hand off one of those
No.
bottles of vodka.
Oh, a gift from me.
Meh, I have two.
No, thank you, Nahia. And she will, like, give you a hand up into the carriage. And as she
Fuck
follows...
a brow and fucking accept. Alright.
Yeah, you can already tell that she's wearing the pants tonight.
This is fine. I like the idea that you're like, and of course, no speech of this will ever pass our lips when, and you can have a night in peace. And the moment the door closes, like, oh my god, can you believe it? It's not a great big door.
Your friends are indeed great big dorks, yes. So yeah, you are escorted on with Nahia. And as you take the relatively short ride up from the merchant district up to the noble district, Nahia's hand will settle quite firmly on your lap, Nahia, and she will say, "Is something the matter, dear? You seem awfully tense."
Well, of course I'm tense. It has been a long time since I've attended any such functions. And I had a name back then. That's certainly not the case anymore. Now it is just Nahia.
Well, be that as it may, it seems to me that you are nervous about more than just social engagement. Tell me, Nahia, you're not nervous around little old me, are you?
Can I take a crack at a disadvantaged deception check?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
Okay.
Alright, the DC is 18.
Ah, blit. Oh, why did I give myself disadvantage? Oh, wow.
So, normally, like anybody else, you'd be like, no, it's fine. But she sees right through you, because she knows you. She knows what makes you tick. And she'll put a hand on her chest like, oh, you bless your heart. And she leans in and says, oh, you poor dear. I know things did not end so amicably between our families, but there is no need for such feelings. We are close, are we not?
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
How to play this? Well, I mean, obviously we're very close, and there are a lot of unanswered questions, and it cannot be denied that your family is into a lot of things that I don't find agreeable.
Like
There's
what,
like
darling?
There's a lot of crime.
Crime? Nahia, who has been feeding you this hogwash?
Squint.
We're not a part of the Russian.
And then it's time for her to make a deception check.
Damn it.
Alright, even with
When?
disadvantage.
Fuck shitcock.
It's like, we don't do crime, Nahia. Somebody has been poisoning you against me. My poor little
Be that as it
Nahia.
may. Be that as it may. There was obviously something that occurred to bring my parents into calling it off, and well, time passed and they disappeared too. There are a lot of unanswered questions there, Nahia. I cannot help but to be at least a little bit worried, concerned. There is trepidation, to be sure, but well, let's just have a nice night.
Alright, you see the little, like, Nahia will remember this in the top corner of your screen as she leans back across from you and kind of leans out the window. Fine, I understand.
Okay, good. That means it'll never come up again.
This is, of course, this means this conversation is done forever. Thank goodness.
I hope you understand, Nahia. Even if we are not fated to be wed, I would very much like for us to be friends still. This is why I invited you after all. You still mean so very much to me.
Are you sure it is not just for a chance to see if what is behind the skirts is also grown in stature?
She grins and says, well, that is little side benefit, no?
Of course. Do my best to avoid anything resembling eye contact.
Yeah, just cross your legs to hide the bulge. I get it.
No, it is cool. I've clamped genital slits shut. So,
I see you got the peace tie there. You borrowed
of
Tarnavak's.
course, yes, I've got the peace tie.
Ow.
Alright, and so, a short while later, you arrive at the government building. And everyone should be able to see out of Nahia's eyes for this, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So yeah, the carriage pulls up. It's one of many that are moving up to this huge stone building with a great big dome on top. But behind that is the actual estate building where the heads of state either resign part of the time or conduct their private business. And it is to this smaller building that you are led. A head servant will greet you at the door, and as you are both well-dressed ladies, there are no coats to be taken, but she will offer to grab any handbags or swords or what have you. Nahia, if you have anything to check, she will take that.
No, of course, I'm always unarmed.
Ah, yes, of course. You would not deprive a poor woman of her walking staff, would you?
No, I would not. Fuck. No, I did not actually bring a quarterstaff on this occasion.
Alright.
It would be kind of strange alongside the dress.
You just have to get a fancy quarterstaff.
What I have is obviously this delightful pimp cane.
Ah, yes, I see. Taking the V approach.
One of the few times being a monk would actually be pretty cool for sneaking in armed.
It is fine. I have big claws, and my tail is still a weapon.
Yes, you have big hands, indeed.
Big meaty hands.
The reality is, all I have to do is hit with an unarmed attack, and then I could still do fucking smites at bitches. Like, I'm not massively worried.
Can you actually smite for your hands? I don't see why not. If you
It's a melee attack, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not if you can't. If you could do it through your weapons. It's like if anything, you would go through your body into your weapon. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's totally viable to take a level of monk if you wanted to be some kind of weird punch it in.
I've just never thought about I've just never
weapon.
thought of a paladin smiting somebody through their actual hands.
Yeah, I do like this open palm strike right on the tid, and then poof, they fucking just explode with radiant force.
You just put them on their knees. Power of Christ compels you. Smack their head forward.
Yeah, just beat them with radiant force.
Alright, so yeah, once she has your stuff, another servant will announce the good ladies, Anaya Lechayov and Nahia Lostaker. And you get a few nods from a handful of assembled noblemen and high merchants, and you are led on to the floor. And I will lock one arm through yours and say...
Yeah, you can move my token at the same time, that'd be handy.
Oh, no, she is letting you take the lead. In fact, as you guys enter in... Is this a ball or a bad end? Well, why not both?
I see that ambassador, fucking ugly hentai bastard.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that guy's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, have you not seen the esteemed ambassador, his inestimable corpulence, Ambassador Hurlard?
Oh my god.
He's so handsome.
He has lard in his name.
And Hurl.
And
Do you
Hurl.
think-
It's
Do you
terrible.
think he adopted that name later down the line for himself?
No, because when he was first on his ambassadorial duty, he hurled lard.
He hurled directly into a vat of lard, and then they made him eat it, and that was terrible. He had to save face so hard.
High school was rough.
High school is so rough when you're a hobgoblin. Dog, stop biting me. Jesus.
Don't
It's
worry,
really
the
easy to like
hentai
pass
guy-
tests because you got an entire classroom of people to save face in front of.
Exactly.
Answer this question. I'll fucking answer the shit out of this question.
The bar has to be raised so high so that doesn't matter.
Also known as the Japanese school system.
I mean,
I'm
the
just
hobgoblins are getting Weeber every campaign, so yes. Alright, so anyway, yes.
Just-
Anaya will
That's
lean
so
in
better.
to you and say, if you want, I can give you something to help you relax. Mingle a little easier. I know how nervous you can be around big crowds.
In a lot of cases, my nervousness is somewhat abated, but what is it that you're offering?
She will waggle her fingers in front of you, and you see just a little coruscating wave of power brush over them. And you remember that Nahia was a apprentice mage once upon a time. She knew a few cantrips, but now perhaps she's gained a little power, and she'll say, I can just make your mind think that you are having the best of times, no matter what.
Oh no, she's a caster.
But
You
of
need to
course,
say
I would
Nahia.
never do so without your consent.
No, I do not think I need some kind of magic, especially when we, come across people. If they're then seeing me under some kind of enchantment, that might turn things a little. It is fine. I'm better around crowds than I once was.
Well, then lead on. I look forward to seeing you at your
Oh,
best.
goodness. Well, not my best, but at least definitely passable.
She will grin and give you a little push on towards the floor, and yeah, you can pick any person or little grouping of people to go chat with before the dancing begins.
Sure. I will pause and, let's start with Ambassador Franz. I want to see if that bard ever caught up to them.
Yeah. Zoop.
Ambassador, it is a pleasure to meet you again.
Ah, Nahia. Why, you're looking marvelous. Nahia,
A little
he
bit
will.
more charming than the plate, I suppose.
Very much so. Does wonders for your eyes. And you can see he's extremely well dressed as well. Probably like as much as a princeling might be. And he has a little rapier still at his side and a great deal of jewelry, rings, and a little necklace. He will give you both a deep bow and say, Well, I believe you sent a young bard my way a week ago, did you not?
Yes, that is correct. He was apparently going to be new to the area entirely, and, well, I happen to know of a rather prestigious individual, and, well, and I imagine appreciation of the bards would be appreciated.
Well, I do appreciate appreciating things. I'll give you a wink and say, But yes, my family's always had a soft spot for two things. Heroes and minstrels, and, well, it's oftentimes we see minstrels from all over the kingdom, but very rarely from so far outside it. I don't think I've ever actually seen a Nubian in person before. That said, I pointed him Cass's way, and off he went as soon as he heard the legendary bard himself, at which point I think he confused my dear cousin for our long-absent ancestor, and off he went.
Huh. Well, at the very least, he'll still find himself a very capable bard.
Indeed. Speaking of which, have you had a chance to catch up with Cass? I know you were looking for him, but I haven't seen him since.
No, that is actually our next destination, is towards his location to the north. We've just gotten back from being briefly overseas.
Ah, overseas, in the Amazon kingdoms, or, well, queendoms, I suppose, or...
Oh no, goodness, it was a southern island that, it sucked. To put it in a rather, well, bleak and blatant way. It was a terrible situation.
Nahia will sort of raise an eyebrow at that, and Franz will say, Ah, well, you must tell me all about it, please. Oh, here. And he will grab a couple bits of champagne off of a passing servant and hand them to both you and your date. Please sit with me. I'd love to hear about your adventures.
Oh, but of course, I would love to at least share in a little bit.
And Nahia will grin and say, Yes, I too would love to hear about your adventures. You're so close-lipped about such things.
Well, in a lot of cases, many people do not look entirely kindly on the mercenary life. Even if it is the things you're looking into are, well, great and legendary and dangerous. It is still seen as a rather, well, a low-bone role, unless you make it to grand heroics.
Well, everyone has to start somewhere, so tell me. What have you started off with?
Okay. In the interest of us not being here for like super ages,
Yeah, you can
can
just...
I put it out to a test?
Yeah, sure, if you want to give a persuade or a perform test.
Sure. Is Nahia helping at all?
She has no idea what you've been up to, so no, she can't.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. And hold on to that thought for just a second. I'm going to let my dog out. She stops hitting me.
Father, please.
No, don't you see? Like I said, she's a weeb. She identified as a because she likes bondage, so she is a weeb bondage. So she identified as a Shibaru Inu.
Of course. Nice.
And DCL can't be heard because he muted himself. But that's fucking good.
Ah,
Goodness me.
No, so that's why, like,
Yeah, that dude at the
Yeah,
north
my-
there is the guy.
Stupid dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
just some
Yeah.
meta advice. Watch your wallet.
Yeah, of course. You have to be careful around Miss Blixworthy.
Also, yeah, I mean, don't worry about that. It's not like if you get near her, there's going to be a test to lift your wallet.
It is fine because I'm fucking smart enough not to ever carry money unless I'm specifically shopping Savin, stealing whole gold coins from me.
It's okay. She'll just steal your panties instead.
Good luck finding panties.
Lewd.
No, it's that I'm wearing a thong and it is so far up there, she's going to have to go for some reaching.
That's okay. She's got 30 feet of mage hand.
Mage hand, oh god, mage hand like how demands.
Yeah, just to reach up under there and pull those down. But yeah, a 19 I think is enough to impress Ambassador Friends. Is there anything you want to leave out of your retellings?
I will leave out the parts about the Raven Queen.
Okay, good choice.
And I don't think that I will mention the fact that there is a person chasing Szooth who beat Meter down to set them.
All right, so do you leave out just all the parts where you get punched into unconsciousness?
I mean, no, I'll leave in like a couple of moments because like fucking climbing that lighthouse, for instance, was absolutely harrowing. But I feel like that is still a tale that needs to be told.
All right, yeah.
Rescuing the life of someone from higher fortune who was being assaulted by ghosts, and he like even his fate was like one of those poetic tales of ghosts making you dance to death. Like, yeah, no, she'll fucking that one was the harrowing. That's the closest to death she ever came.
Cool. Then yeah, especially when you start talking about that, Nahia will be just hanging off your every word. You know, oh my, oh no, tell me more. And on it goes, and when you're done, there's a couple of consumed glasses of champagne between the lot of you, and Franz is saying, you know, my god, an island full of undead, and lighthouses full of them? Is there some sort of necromancy plague going on? I heard about that incident, 20 years ago up north? Horrible stuff.
I certainly hope there's no such plague for it. I mean, goodness. Thieves stealing holy relics as well. It sort of all plays into that concept, doesn't it?
Well, perhaps we ought to alert the Tome Knights to start sailing the waters in case something is happening. It all sounds rather alarming.
It wouldn't hurt. Better safe than sorry, I'd say. Although I'd just tell them to stay the fuck away from that island. It does not look like it's capable of providing any kind of harm, not with our big fishy friend in the water.
Good lord, can you imagine undead fish? An undead shark, just a zombie shark cruising through the water.
Oh goodness, I hesitate to think about it, but at the same time, I can't imagine it would be that successful. That would be like a dinner bell continually swimming through the water.
I suppose you're right. Perhaps the water is a barrier for the undead after all. And
Well, it certainly is with the Leviathan in it.
And as you are saying that, a young noble woman will come over. She looks Pergothian of origin, that sort of fancy, Middle English dress. And she will tap Franz's shoulder and whisper something, and he'll say, you'll excuse me. Someone has need of me elsewhere. It was lovely meeting you again, both of you. He will
A pleasure.
Sharp bow.
It's a much more relaxing circumstance.
Indeed. Perhaps I'll be able to steal a dance from one or both of you. Well,
perhaps if you play your cards right.
Alright, they will start off for elsewhere.
See, I'm not so terrible at this.
No, not at all. Why, you seem like a natural. Why, Nahia, what are you doing wasting your talents getting beaten half to death by ghosts? You could be a lady of high society.
But at the same time, of course my callings have always been along the lines of, well, doing the right thing. And although there is plenty that I could do in high society, it is a very limitingly tall throne.
Oh, Nahia, you underestimate what you can do as a merchant, or as a noble. Why, we can change the world just as much as someone swinging a big stick around, I'm sure. At the very least, we can employ a lot of people. Surely keeping folk out of poverty is just as noble as saving them from ghosts and demons.
I would not disagree that fact, but very few of us are blessed with the ability to do, well, the dangerous things that I and my companions have done. And although right now it starts as simple mercenary work, we have destinations in the eventual future that I'm sure would be, well, profitable in quite a drastic degree. Let us face it, a lot of our ancestors got to where they were on the backs of a big dick adventure money.
She'll grin at that. I suppose you are right. So, you look to refound your family's fortunes after all this? Is that why you are adventuring?
I'm not even going to bother trying a deception check. I'll nod.
She'll grin at that. Again, this time a little hungrier in her eyes. Well, Nahia, you know if you ever need help, I am right here for you. Anything you could ever need. Though,
Well,
of course, I know my
better.
big girl is much too proud to take a little handout.
This is true. In a lot of cases, we're not even taking massive amounts of income for the jobs that we do, simply because, well, that isn't the kind of money that one founds a company on in the first place. Eventually, we'll hit the big score.
So what big score are you hoping to... Ah! It looks like some people are gathering. Do you hear that? Minstrels playing.
I thought you were about to say the music of merchants, the jingling of wallets.
Oh, that is the most important thing I hear. What better to do when you are surrounded by the rich and the powerful than to make important connections?
Yeah, I'm glad I see a lot of royalty over there.
Yes. Is there anyone I could introduce you to? I know... Oh, most of them. I don't think I've met the elves before. But the rest...
Shall we try for the elves? It is certain that I've been around the Nunorami, and it is perhaps something that they would find interesting if they have not had the time to visit. Apparently the person that leads it is an archmage of no small renown.
The elves selling other elves in box sleeve slavery.
Holy shit. Maximum scoot there. Everyone, are they doing the cha-cha slide?
Yeah, no, I'm just
I was like,
moving.
fuck it, hop,
Hammer
hop,
slide.
hop, hop. Yeah, what the fuck?
They're moving sideways, so it has to be the hammer slide.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, most of the guests are starting to gather in the main hall as the minstrels begin to play. It seems like it is time for the dancing. And yeah, Nahia
Oh,
will...
crap. I hope this is not a skill test.
Oh, you best believe.
There's one thing that these giant feet have not gotten good at over the years, it is dancing.
So yeah, aside from Nahia, is there anyone in particular that you would like to try and get a dance with?
I'm just happy to dance with people that I have never met before and see if they're of an interest. And of course, I believe that we are friends, at least one.
Indeed. So yeah, Nahia will take the first one from you, of course.
Of course. Oh god.
So yeah, let me see a performance roll.
Oh,
You will
this
both
is
have advantage on this, cause of course.
Okay.
You'll help
Neither
each
of us
other.
wants the other to fail, presumably.
Yes, you don't want to step on each other's feet. Nice.
Fuck, she's gonna make me look bad. Oh, goodness me.
Oh,
I'm just not a dancer.
It's a 10.
It is a 10.
It is a 10.
At the
You do
same
not
time,
fail.
But it's a 10, but I'm outshone.
oh yes, most certainly. Anaya grew up in high society, and she is more than capable of just twirling you around on the dance floor like you are a puppet on her strings, and she looks damn good doing it. But she
no.
makes you look
She's
better by comparison as well, just
She's
by association.
She's establishing her sexual dominance by dance. Dance harder.
She's
Nahia.
already established her sexual dominance in totally different ways.
All
Do you know how
right.
long it takes to become immune to kiss-based poison?
Oh my god.
It takes a long time.
All right. So I'm just gonna roll a d3 for reasons.
Of course.
All right. Ambassador Hurlard does not try to get a dance with you.
Okay,
Oh, God.
thank goodness.
Instead, there will be a charming red-headed dog girl who seems to be associated with the elven noble.
Ah, you must have noticed that I'm drawn the same way as your mother.
Strange how that works out. But yes, with a bit of side chat between the three of you, you can see that she is part of the diplomatic mission from Aruna, who's come here to help poor little Franz keep his shit together. There's so many
very
dangers
nice.
here in the rough and tumble free lands of Avara that, why, the ambassador just needs a little bit of adventurous help, and she's here to provide that.
Of course. I check. I'm gonna glance sidelong. Does Franz have a ring on his finger? Does Sarah have a ring on her finger?
Syrah does, but Franz does not.
Oh, fair enough.
No, she got some of that some of that Duskrender booty going on.
Her parents cajoling finally won out.
All right, so Anaya is gonna go over here and get some of that elf booty.
So you say your mother opened some kind of monster girl farm?
Oh God! All right.
Look, it's canon. After that series ended, Stardew Valley started up, and it sure did have a Bork wizard as the owner of the farm, full of monster cars. It was great.
Delightful. All right, give me another performance check. Let's see if you and Seer can tear it up.
No, I'm so bad at dancing.
That's perception.
That is perception, but they are sadly
DCL,
identical.
can you please?
Huh?
Your mic is
We
picking
can
up
hear your.
TV.
Sorry. I don't even know how I got muted.
Ways and reasons. All right. So yeah, you actually do end up like stepping on Sierra's feet a couple times, and so just for that,
No, of course.
gotta.
I will at a point lean in and go, I confess I am also along the lines of the adventuring type. And as you might be able to guess by my stature, I'm certainly more in the not dancing around the blade business, but more blocking it with my incredibly large body.
That's totally fine. I understand. My husband's much the same way. And
Just steal from me, bitch.
Bitch?
Damn it! I'm crushed. What did she steal?
okay, what do you have on you?
Okay, let's see here. I have an emergency healing potion.
Okay,
I have my holy symbol.
that would be too mean. She will not.
I
She's
wanted
married
to-
to a paladin.
I
I
wanted to
have,
actually.
oh god, I have a scroll of cure 3.
No, she
in
wouldn't
my
steal a
past.
scroll. It's not gonna steal anything valuable, just something sentimental.
I wanted
Ooh,
to actually.
sentimental. Okay.
wanted to- I want it to actually be her panties.
I mean, yeah, if you don't have anything good, she will absolutely just steal your underpants.
Oh goodness. Then she acquires my underpants because the only thing I have of quote-unquote sentimental value on me is my signet ring that's had its family name shaved off.
Awesome. So yeah, after you finish dancing with Syrah, the charming wolf girl will slip away to Franz's arms, and as Nahia comes back from the elven princess with a little like purplish mark on her cheek just below the ear, you will notice that there's a distinct breeze blowing on through.
As she like slips back into the hands again, I will pause and go, "Did you just magic my panties off?"
Me? Darling, have you seen the size of my hands? DCL.
DCL.
No, that was actually not my fault that time.
Why are you on me anyway?
Google Chrome crashed.
Okay, fair enough.
That is a fair... Let. I could glance sidelong at this fucking evil elf puppy.
Evil. Alright. Give me a 1d3 minus 1, if you will.
-1? Shit.
Yeah, minus 1. Greetings, beautiful little salamander. I am Ambassador Harlard of the great and eternal Hobgoblin Empire. Might I have the benefit of this dance?
Well...
And I
It's such
just
a hard-
grins and backs off into the shadows.
Well, that is apparently really hard for me to, like keep a straight fucking face. Of course, it would be a pleasure.
Ah, you do an old man a great service.
Oh, no, but of course, you do me an honor. All of these beautiful women around here, and you chose me. It is a delight.
Ah, of course. Only the most beautiful women. And yeah, go ahead and make a performance check with disadvantage. Oh
I'm
god!
about to have my feet
God,
crushed.
you are the worst at
I'm
dancing.
terrible at dancing. I've already told you. I made this clear before we came here.
He's still somehow better.
Of course, it's because I'm so busy trying not to...
Oh wait, no,
let
hold
this-
on. That was with advantage instead.
Oh, you
of
give him advantage. No, we're
No,
equally
no,
shit.
he is actually worse. He is a total of 1. He just sort of waddles in place and breathes heavily on you.
Oh, glad. I'm just like collecting bruises under my scales now.
You know, this is number 2 right now. He's number 2. This guy's number 2 right now. The only one that's worse right now is the Master of Corpulence.
That was the
He
Master
doesn't
of Corpulence.
No.
Oh, you mean
this
the
is Master of
OG?
Corpulence.
The OG Master Corpulence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would
that's
not
if you roll a 0, he just ports in through space and time and just shoves you under a man boob and carries you off. You're done.
Oh no.
Bust in his...
Fucking quicksand.
It's the Master of Corpulence.
We call this the Legionary Shuffle. Horror.
Of course. Tell you what, I remember our boy Tarnavak. Of course, big ups to my boy Tarnavak. I will say that I've met, like, you know, along my time, some like classic Imperial hobgoblins and stuff from various little cohorts and stuff. Like, how they all doing? I'm sure if I ever come across them again, they'd love to hear.
Oh yes, of course. If there's any hobgoblin soldier in particular you want to know, he's sure to be able to pass a word along.
Of course, I would be happy to do so. I believe there was, and I player have forgotten, what number were you, like the 4th?
The 32nd Imperial Heavy Infantry.
That's way further away than 4. Of course, I believe I met people from the 31st and the 32nd. Heavy infantry, I believe.
We're all respected units, until recently anyway.
No, what happened?
Well, the 31st got itself,
well, mostly wiped out a few years ago, putting down a group of rebels in the homeland. Terrible stuff, all rewarded the Imperial Cross posthumously. And the 32nd, well, they're all great heroes, of course, but that unit's been disbanded.
Oh, that is most unfortunate.
Not unfortunate, just not necessary, with peace and prosperity reigning in the homeland now.
I suppose that is a new factor. Of course, I should probably let this person know if I come across them again. That's, well, if they do go back, there's no cohort waiting for them. That would be rather unfortunate.
Yes, you should.
And he's gonna make himself an insight check.
Sure. I will attempt a deception.
Alright, yeah, go for it.
Hey, Merz, do you happen to have inspiration hanging around on you?
I do, yes. Would you like it?
I've just realized I got my own. It's cool. Nah, Blat. No, Blat.
Oh yeah, just
Oh my God.
immediately just drills through your entire being.
Alright, okay, so perhaps I've met one, like, rather more recently than...
Oh, is that so? Someone here on this continent, then?
Quite accomplished as far as the matters of combat are concerned.
I see. Would he happen to go by the name of Tarnavak?
Perhaps not the pronunciation, but certainly it sounds like it.
Well, you should tell this friend of yours, if you see him again, to come to the embassy. Some of his unit members, himself included, were put up for a great reward by the Emperor. It would be my honor to deliver it to him in person.
It's not one of those posthumous crosses, I should hope.
Not unless he's dead.
No. Well, I don't know that he is.
Good.
And try an insight on him.
I don't think you need
No, my boy's fine.
we know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually on second thought, no, he just wants to give Tarnavak a present, man. It's fine.
Totally, of course. That is how I'm going to explain it when I see him again.
And
By
then,
the way, it looks like Ambassador Hurlingard is definitely looking to give you some kind of prize. I believe you won the special Emperor lottery. The moment he's like not looking, I like bend down and rub my feet like, oh fuck, ow.
just fucking crushed. Physically abused.
Spend a couple points of lay on hands.
Excellent. Alright. Yeah, you can see that whoever he's been dancing with has also suffered a similar fate. The Imperial Shuffle just sort of, much like the Imperial Army, just sort of crushes everything in its way.
I like the idea that he doesn't have save face anymore. He's too proud to, like, he's just
He doesn't give
obliviously
a
proud,
shit.
so he can't save face.
He's too round, he has too many faces.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, he's got plenty of face for himself.
For every chin you have, you lose 1 point of save face. And he's got negatives.
He's got negative face. He's got
All
face to give.
And on that note, is there anyone else you would like to dance with before the evening starts drawing to a close and people begin migrating on towards the feasting tables?
Were any of the Triarchs the kind of people who might be interested in, I don't know, putting money behind an expedition to Arona's Womb to check out some supposed ancient ruins full of shiny things?
Well, there's Triarch Arvard, who's the commander of the military, and he appears to be here with his husband. There's
nice.
Sumaya, the head priestess, who probably wouldn't be, unless, of course, she is a priestess of a god of coin and mercantilism, so unless you want to set up like a trading post there, or take over the one that's already there. And then there's Berkant of the Merchants Guild, who you probably actually know, and who hasn't noticed you yet. Your family naturally was a member of his guild.
I would like to score a dance with him at the very least, and yeah, I think I'll try and put it to him.
Alright, sure. So yeah, actually I think Nahia will lead him over to you. And say, Nahia, you remember Berkant? is
I do. It has been far too long.
he'll look at you for a moment. He's a very lanky, tall catfolk man with like dark skin and blue-dyed hair and an ungodly amount of jewelry. Like, this guy is made of bling
Of course.
over a extravagant like silk brocade, and he'll smile at you and say, "Nahia Lost Taker, really?"
I'm surprised I'm still recognized. I was certainly a lot shorter back then.
Only when you're next to Anaya. Ah, you two made quite the couple. I was so heartbroken to see that fall through. Ah, and of course, my apologies and sympathies for what happened to your family. Till sort of doff his head towards you.
It is fine.
Please, don't let me bring the mood down. Come, take my hand. This is one of my favorites. As the
Of
minstrel
course.
start
My
playing.
apologies if I'm clumsier than usual. I've just finished with the ambassador.
Ah,
Glance along at Hashat.
I understand completely. You poor thing. Come here, let's get you out of the limelight so you can rest those feet.
Can I try and swoop an eye in his direction? What kind of check is
Oh
that?
god, you want to sick the ambassador on...
Yeah, revenge.
Oh, that's just mean. Okay.
She put me right in his way before laughing, so...
She just snuck away. Alright. Yeah, if you want to. Let's see. What kind of check would that be?
I probably like deception, to be fair.
Yeah, deception or maybe athletics to, like, spin her away into his arms.
Ooh, I'm way better at athletics.
Yeah, you're just
I'm gonna glance
manhandling him.
sidelong at the ambassador, and then turn my attention to Anaya and grin wickedly. Lots of teeth.
Oh, Nahia, you have something in your teeth. Ah!
Oh, welcome to the ambassador.
Boom.
Of course, it helps that my ex is a wizard. Yay! They'll have a delightful dance. To be fair, she'll probably absolutely crush at this dance.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah.
So will her lad, but in an entirely different context.
Alright, let's see. With disadvantage this time. Nope. Oh, God.
Welcome to the Nahia zone. I want her lad to smoke it. No, he doesn't. Oh, he dropped a 19. Oh, man, that would have been so fucking dope if he just suddenly just goes, "You're right, this is also my favorite song."
No.
Guten Tag, Hop Club. Guten Tag, Flop Top.
No, it's just impossible for either of them to do anything remotely graceful in each other's hands. And, after a while, he starts wheezing onto her.
Oh, please take it a heart attack on that. That might be. I feel a bit guilty if he dies.
Now, that would have been if he gets a natural 1 on the dancing check, which said a heart attack.
Gone.
Anyway, why don't you make one for you and Brigand? See if you can impress... Oh, nice!
Like I'm just glad to be back on my lighter feet.
Actually, I guess with advantage. Wow, you actually outdance him. He's taking it easy on you because of your poor sore feet, and you finally bring it.
I let him know how much I appreciate it as we sort of pick up the pace a little. Alright, This is a very good dance.
And you're a good dancer.
No, I'm just lucky. This one has less of the foot crossing over thing.
Yes, I can imagine that's a bit of a pain, especially with someone heftier on your arm. Yeah, so as the dancing ends, I think you have impressed him enough if you want to try and make a pitch for something here.
Yeah, I'll mention. Tell me, Triarch, although it is certain that I've been roaming more in mercantile directions, it happens to get me quite good leads on things such as ancient ruins, not exactly for the plundering, but in some cases quite literally as that. I have a lead on there being potential ruins, untouched ones in fact, with artifacts, maybe some magical, at least definitely very old. I wonder if you'd be willing to kind of, advance a little money to ease the costs of travel and living, maybe some equipment along there. It seems, if I am to make steps into picking up where my family left off, then certainly I could think of no one better to help me than yourself.
Make an advantaged persuade check.
Yeah, 13.
13. Alright. Interesting. It's not often people come to me with adventuring propositions. Herona's womb, you say?
That is correct, yes. Somewhere in the, yeah, I'd struggle to describe it on the map without just describing where the womb part begins and ends.
I'm
The
aware of the
southwestern
place.
corner.
Interesting. I'd thought those runes had all been scrubbed clean, but if there's one that's been unspoiled... And tell you
I have
what...
advantage of a magical guide, which should make it even easier, and I have been assured that it is unblundered.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not much for moving the well-gotten gains of adventurers like yourself. I prefer moving bulk cargo, but I can put you in touch with a historian friend, a society of like-minded individuals who might just be interested in funding an expedition for research. And, of course, any magic items and ancient wealth you find along the way would certainly sweeten the deal.
You do me a great favor. I would very much like this assistance. It is hard to re-enter the money side of the family after slumming it for a while.
Yes, I can imagine you're one of the lucky ones. Most of the time when families go bankrupt or otherwise shuffle off from the mercantile stage, it's under a great deal of debt. You're lucky that your folks managed to make sure everything was settled before whatever happened. But again, I bring the conversation down. Tell me, where are you staying, Nahia? I can have someone come to you with the details.
Sure, I'll even give him a room number and describe a couple of people that I'm in the company of in case I'm not present.
Perfect. Then, I see your date looks rather insistent on your time again. I'll leave you to it.
I'm like grinning and trying not to look over my shoulder. Oh no, such a shame. Nahia, how was your dance? That's essentially one of the better performances I've managed.
Well, while you say that, she lifts up the hem of her dress, which has been ripped down the side from, like, knee to ankle, and says, "That fat sack of shit stepped on my dress."
Yeah, Blade. Did he not at least step on your toes? That would have been a lot worse.
Oh no, he did that too, through the toes.
Oof. I will, when it returns to the dance, plant a hand on the rear end, but as a method for lay-on-handsing.
Nahia, that magic touch of yours seems a lot more magic now.
It helps. Adventuring is not all getting lost in the rain.
So I see. Perhaps when this is done, you could show me more of these skills you've learned, then.
That sounds like you should try a persuade check against me, and I'll be at disadvantage.
Alright, persuade.
Okay. Haha!
Alright, well, if things are equal, generally speaking, things stay as they are, so there won't be any smashing. But, of course, you are free to tip the thing in her favor, if you want, or give her advantage.
This isn't a contested test that I made a save, and meat does beat, so she might be at, like, a modicum of ahead. If she pushes the matter as time goes by, she might make a thing happen.
Oh, playing hard to get now. That's so unlike you. I remember the poor little thing that would just blush and cross her legs and tremble if I got too close, or, say, leaned over a little too far when you were so shorter.
Of course, but also at the same time, apparently that dog wizard stole my panties, so if I were to get a little bit too carried away, this dress would no longer be very concealing.
Oh no, well, we will just have to rush home if something like that happened. Don't worry, I won't let you embarrass yourself. And you will also get a hand directly on the rear as people start filing out from the dance. to the Great Hall, where there will be feasting aplenty.
Oh no. Is that fucking just the sweating? Oh goodness me. Hey, it failed. Hooray. Oh, it's because I did one of them.
Just intense sweating. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on this map. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 characters that have not moved. Oh, 5, 6.
It's hard to manage shit like that. All the pieces everywhere.
Yeah, the little generic tokens don't need to move, but you two do. So.
Okay.
Wonder who this archmage is.
Oh. Oh,
Good question.
no.
Who's this guy?
You sat me next to the Thane? Fuck.
Oh, God.
Who is this Thane? Who is that?
Yeah,
That's
don't worry
the one
about
who all of the horrible stuff to our lovely bear.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
indeed, as you are all shown to your seats, there's many more chairs than those shown here.
Yeah.
You are sat beside a probably like middle-aged dwarf with a long braided black beard, and he's kind of like Jolkin Merzendi, just wearing his ceremonial like heavy plate armor instead of any like proper dress. He greets you with a nod and extends a long hand. Says, "I don't believe we've had the pleasure of introductions. I'm Thane Ironvein. Colton to my friends."
Oh, fucking keep a straight face. Oh, it is a it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Nahia. Lost Taker.
Nahia Lost Taker, you say? Huh.
Bah.
Did you... Hold on. Old memories kicking here. You had a merchant ship once, right?
Yes, the ship itself was unfortunately sold.
Haha. Still, I never forget a family. Doesn't do when you're in the business.
I'm sure he would never forget the family, no.
So yeah, he grins to himself and accepts a big plate full of meat.
Ah, well. Cheers, then.
He will raise up a mug.
To old business relations.
Cheers.
Clink. And he will lean past you and give Anaya a much more familiar greeting, and they will also sort of cheer right past you. And across from you, Sierra gives you a particularly wolfish grin, but quickly hides that behind a big mug. And yeah, is there anything you would like to bring up with anybody here at the table?
There are two
Or-
things I'm trying desperately hard not to bring up at this table.
Or is it
One-
lefty and righty?
No, one's my fucking fists, and the other is my ding-dangus now that I'm actually sat down with no panties on.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Do.
Uh-oh.
There's a hand on your leg and it's going places.
Uh-oh.
That sneaky bitch.
It is fortunate/unfortunate that there is no slit down the side of this.
No, so she'll just like put it directly on your between your legs and start like running a couple fingers up in there.
She does that like the twitchy thing, you know, like just when an animal's just fucking its leg goes, like the heel is tapping against the ground a few times. Like,
Yeah. It feels so long since we've had a nice meal together, and especially with such great company.
Of course. It is excellent company.
Of course, she has no idea anything's bothering you because she's the one bothering you. At least one of the people.
Yeah, no, she probably takes that like stutter and not as me trying not to be like, you rapist bastard, and then crushing him in the name of my goddess, and more just me trying not to clump.
Yep. So yeah, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody? Or will you let the meal pass in peace and just try not to splooge yourself?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, no unfortunate accidents.
Excellent. That said, it's a gentle sled. At some point, this stuff is gonna escape here.
That's fine, I can just hang out on that chair after you get up.
The leg is like jerking occasionally. It's just there's a squeak from the chair.
Right.
And it's very lovely food.
Yes, it is, in fact. Oh, I dropped my fork. Hold on. And the Nahia's gonna just lean under the table there.
I slowly widen. Oh no! It's happening!
Ron pulled out GIF. So yeah, make another con save real quick.
Hold! It shall not pass!
She's trying so hard. She even gave you someplace to make sure that you don't leave a mess. But okay.
Oh my god, she's trying to give you a head. Nah.
Yeah, well, all these, important nobles. She just wants to make sure Nahia feels right at home.
Oh my god.
But eventually...
Like a knee kicks the underside of the table, like a...
I'm just gonna roll a perception for the room here. Just see how things are going.
Hey man, it would be a passive perception for the room.
Well, I don't have passive perception for every fucking person in here.
It's probably just 10.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's see. I think that's a small enough difference that, like, I think just Syrah and maybe the Thane notice something's a little fucky here. But before anyone can, like, go down and investigate, Anaya will pop back up with her fork as the dessert is coming out, among other things.
Yes, fuck. I've
She
at least
will
collected a few lipstick marks here and there now.
Yeah. She'll just, like, run the back of a scaled hand across her lips and thank a servant for a delicious piece of cake.
Yes, thank you very much.
Ah, yes, it's so delicious. This is my favorite flavor in the whole world, she says before she even takes a bite. And then, of course, obvious, like, long camera holds over her mouth as she just, like, suckles on that fork.
Of course.
Eventually, like, just half the room pops up.
This is happening.
There you go. That's what she needed.
God damn it. Well, unless somehow she gets to persuade lower than 6. I don't think that's even possible for her.
Alright.
No, it's not even possible. It's not even possible.
Oh, wait, that was perform shit.
That was performance. No, I've seen her mod. She can't lose.
Alright.
Yeah, she can't lose.
It's true. Can't crit fail skill check. Alright, yeah, she knows just the button she needed to push.
Damn it, that bitch knows I like cake.
I like cake and I like head. Damn it.
Fuck.
Alright, so yeah. The meal will proceed otherwise uneventfully. You'll make a little bit of small talk, but your attention is largely now on Nahia, and that large rack just heaving beneath her dress. And by the time people are starting to, break off into small groups for an idle chit-chat, Nahia says it's time to go. And it is, in fact, time to go.
Of course, absolutely.
So, yeah, she is going to take your ass back around here.
But she thinks she even gets out of the carriage.
Oh, no, obviously, like, as soon as you get in the carriage, it starts a-rocking.
Yeah, things are going to get, windows are going to steam up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The driver will just like pull up his little scarf over his mouth to hide a little laughing grin as he starts taking you back to Nahia's place.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see.
I'm about to get decimated.
Yeah. All right. I think. All right. Hold on. Oh yeah, she has the magic fingers, literally and figuratively. So yeah, little electric buzz to the prostate. Bzzzt.
Me.
And yeah, that's how your night ends. Is you are back in an estate you know all too well, in a bed you've been in many times before. Plowing a pussy you've plowed many times before, but it just feels so right.
She gets both in one hole.
Oh lord.
Oh lord, she coming.
She coming, and she came. So yeah. Rest of the party. Your night goes by uneventfully. The next day comes. And yeah, Nahia is not back.
I mean, of course she's not.
No, what do you mean? I arrive, and then I arrive some more.
Oh yeah, you arrive several times in your most important of destinations.
But of course, it would not be a night of passion if she left early. Now what should...
I can agree to this.
I suspect we shall not be seeing Nahia at least until this afternoon. Let us keep ourselves busy until then.
That sounds about right.
Weren't we supposed to be leaving today?
Ah, yes, we are. If anything, we should be doing preparations.
We can get things ready until she gets here, yeah.
Wait, we were?
I trust Tarnavak since the time. After all, we have greener pastures to travel to. Not that this city is not fun, save for Death Island. But an adventurer's duty is to keep moving on forward.
Yes, but we don't leave anyone behind.
Oh, of course not. I would not think of leaving Nahia behind. Unless, of course, a night of passion has led her to remember her lost love, and she needs to stay behind, no longer able to become an adventurer.
I somehow doubt that.
I can only hope it's not the case. After all, the only thing worth more than adventuring is love. Wrong hole is just hentai for or keep
Doing
going.
the salamander, so...
Of course, it's Salamander style. Well, it is close enough.
Yeah, it's enough to fool the goddess, you're sure.
It is not quite the goddess's blind spot. She certainly knows where to look, but it is certainly some kind of appeasement zone, I'm sure.
Alright. So, Nahia, do you plan on, like, sneaking out come, like, mid-morning, or are you gonna hang around for the breakfast and bed routine and a few more rounds?
God, dare I risk more rolls?
And you're not going to make more pregnancy rolls, but there are more performance rolls to make if you want to go, again, come morning.
I don't want to rank... Here's the thing, do I end up with a rank of exhaustion out of this? Because...
I mean, yeah, you might if you fail.
What do I do, guys? What do I do,
Don't.
spirit animals?
Run!
Don't run.
Run!
Your rolls have been shit.
It's true.
Alright.
Hide in the back
shit,
of the hay.
fuck.
So you start sneaking out, and you feel a tail just wrap around your throat, just pull you back into the rapey darkness. And this time, that's going in a butt. Make a con check with disadvantage now. No sneaking off without at least a kiss goodbye.
It has been a long time since I've been on that tail.
Bzzzt.
Thank goodness.
Alright. No rank of exhaustion, but...
Phew.
But indeed. Eventually, once you've made it up to her and promised that you won't go sneaking off again, Nahia will let you go But she makes sure to tell you several times that if anything ever happens on this adventuring business, or you just get lonely on the road, you should always come to your best friend Nahia, and she will take such good care of you.
Of course. Thank you very much for the offer. But duty calls.
She will give you a little smile and a wave, buck naked in the door of her manse as you saunter off.
Saunter, waddle.
Yeah,
whatever
more of a
works.
waddle.
I mean, it took a youth getting, developing some kind of immunity or resistance to the Nahia poison. I'm glad to see that it is not. it is something that hangs around. just we get laid and then it's like the first night all over again. I'm just sick as a dog.
Oh no, you don't feel sick this time. Perhaps she's changed something. You feel actually kind of intoxicated. Like you spent way too much time drinking last night, though you don't remember having consumed that much champagne. So you're kind of staggering and swaying from side to side as you return to the wolf's den.
Hello, everybody.
Ah, there's Nahia.
Hello, everybody.
I am so glad you are back in, obviously in high energy from your night of absolutely doing nothing, which we shall not further talk about.
Thank
Hey,
you. Yes.
look who it is. How's it going?
There we
Did you
go.
have a good
That's
time with
right.
your swanky little party?
I just said we would not mention it.
Thumbs up
Yes.
at Szooth. It was fine. By the way, Tarnavak, I met the ambassador of the Hobgoblins. He might have figured out that you're, alive. He says that if you ever stop by, that you can get some kind of a medal. I doubt it. Also, apparently the 32nd is disbanded.
What? Why?
Yeah. Well, lots of peacetime. Apparently they did not need a 32nd heavy infantry. And the 31st got totally wiped out after some kind of rebel thing.
Right, because those two things are can be concurrent.
Well, I didn't want to exactly give you away, although he is surprisingly canny. So I mentioned a numbers of different regiments of some people that I've met. But he pretty much got it directly onto you, and lying directly to an ambassador at the middle of that party is a bad idea. But I made sure not to literally be like, of course, Tarnavak. He's exactly like that and he's in this place. Did not do that.
Good.
Bacon?
Yes, bacon.
Nice smoky candy bacon, just made it.
You're an absolute dear. I do not think I drank that much, but I am fucking lit.
Oh, cool. You want to try this beef jerky?
Yes,
It's
yes, I
freshly
do.
made.
I absolutely do. Also, when I finally have some time to myself, I'll make sure to pray to the goddess to make sure that Thane gets kidney stones.
Do you mention anything about that to Ursula?
No, I think that would really just ruin her day. Or, get us in a lot of trouble for her running over and murdering him. I haven't forgotten the fact that my companion hero is a barbarian.
Fair enough.
You will,
Fair enough.
You'll tell her once you're on a different island.
Yeah, I'm a little bit drunk now. I might need to use that as an excuse later. But yeah, I do make sure to pray that guy wakes up with fucking kidney stones this morning. I hope he has to pass a fucking stone.
Fair enough.
I'll take that inspiration back. Dope.
And yeah, it turns out your hot rival also happens to have a character flaw.
Of course.
Is it called nymphomania because that doesn't count?
No, it is in fact called I really, really want to fuck my hot rival.
No,
Yeah.
that's not a flaw.
We both have the exact same flaw.
That's not a flaw. That's a story arc.
That's DCR's fetish. I hate
Well, I
fuck.
mean, also that.
But Anaya doesn't hate you. No, she wants to love you and pamper you and just treat you like a little princess.
This is the only dress that I will ever wear that is pretty. And I will, you know, I'll make sure it's all packed up nicely.
Nice.
And it'll go in something waterproof when it goes back into my bag.
Sounds good.
Too bad we
Never
didn't.
wearing that again.
Oh, we're not going to get to see you in it.
Oh goodness, no.
Oh yeah, you missed it.
So, did you meet anyone else interesting at that fancy?
Well, a dog girl elf lady stole my underwear. So, once again, I have to get my
Really?
underwear. Yes.
That sounds like a
wait.
story. What?
Wait. Dogs. Like werewolf?
Yes. Wolfie. Red hair, peaky wolfy ears, big bushy tail.
They have a red-headed werewolf here?
I do not think it is werewolf. It is some kind of puppified elf, though, that is for sure. And apparently very capable at stealing panties with magic. Or just perhaps particularly sly fingers, but she would have had to get under my dress.
There's a confused math lady going on right now trying to figure out, like, wait, how the fuck do you make dog girls like that? We got
Yeah,
cat.
I believe the situation is when you have not a problem. Ah, strong players.
2.
You think Anaya had some? That's cute.
Oh, well, no, I just
Assuming
I just fucking take some from her drawer.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Like I do.
Perfect.
It's a bit of a journey back. I'm just wearing like not even fancy ones, just whatever looked comfiest.
Cool. All right.
Well, I did not think she had lady boxers. Schlump.
That's what that alter self spell was for. Just in case you needed to get plowed.
Ah. Useful.
It is. You've seen that spell in action many times. Sometimes it's just for giant boobies.
It is. Yeah, it was a good time.
And now we
Not
find
something
out.
I'm looking to repeat.
Now we find out how Nahia got all of her fetishes as a kid.
Yeah, no, the alter self spell is cheating. It's like, oh yeah, she was an apprentice with it. It was just to fucking learn alter self. Let's face it.
Alter self and suggestion, yeah. It's
Yeah,
all you
that's it.
need.
I take it hers was going to be like suggestion. You're having a good time.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was going to do. Is she was going to suggest to you that you have a great time and make lots of friends.
Yeah, it just finally nailed it.
You
I'll let
did.
the others know as well that like at some point for us a letter will come through. Also, tell Mr. Grandia that it'll probably happen while we're gone, and it will be Leeds if you ever want to take an expedition down in Verona's room and make fat loot. But first, it's
Going
Castles.
to another. Okay, fair
It's a big one at least. I'll like pull out the little map. Look, once we're on it, we do not have to be near the water for ages.
And
Also,
not-
it's named after a womb. You
And-
know that there are going to be elves down to clan there.
there's not gonna be like a ton of undead, right?
No undead. There's actually like civilization. Nice houses. I believe it's a historians guild that is there that might be interested in, paying our way.
Well, there were nice houses and civilization back on Death Island.
There used to be. Like, as in, there are presently a lot of them.
Okay.
Hey, Voron. You behaved, yes?
But still. How
Yeah.
do you... There's a lot of cat folk.
Duh.
There's a lot of hobgoblins.
Duh.
You know you're not muted,
Where
right,
did
DCL?
all those...
Hmm?
Where did all those dog girls, or where did the dog girl come from?
They came from, like, continents away. They're visitors. They probably teleported here with magic because they're elves and stuff.
Oh... They just... like that face, like, slams her face into a palm, like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Here, look. I'll like flip my the campaign map over, and on the back is just like the shapes of the continents. They would be somewhere around here and here. I'll just point out like fucking Arena and the nearby places.
Well, they happen to have malleable ground.
Valuable in what context?
Malleable.
Oh, malleable ground. It is quite far inland, and I don't see any volcanoes on this bitch, so I imagine. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll tell you what, actually, at the party there was a kobold there, but he had wings, which I thought was quite interesting, and he played lots of music. Yeah, finish your drink, Szooth.
Szooth will be like mid-drink and he'll like choke on it.
A kobold with wings? No, that's a rarity.
Surrounded by bitches.
Wait! Surrounded by women? No! You couldn't have met... That's impossible. The fabled Jeffrey?
I believe that was his name. I did not
Who's
get a chance
that?
to have a chat with him.
Some kind of super kobold. A king?
Of all the kobolds, he is the closest to dragonkind.
He has
What,
got
really?
pretty-
I
he's
was
got
joking.
pretty great wings.
Ah, I am amazed. I did not think you'd be going to such a function. To think that you would have such esteemed guest as Jeffrey himself. I didn't even know he was in this town.
I imagine he tagged along with the wizardly elves.
Wait.
Were they
He's
cute
like-
elves?
Is what, sorry, Ursula?
Wait. Just... If he is, like, super famous, what's it called? The Jeffrey guy, right?
Da.
And you know people,
Da.
why don't we get Szooth an autograph?
An autograph? No, I can never be worthy of such a thing.
He could sign the big book of everything.
Having Jeffrey's autograph in the book of everything. It really would have everything. Even Joffrey's autograph. No, I couldn't be so presumptuous. Jeffrey is the closest to dragonkind of all the kobolds. Even the xenophobic and very isolated moon scales know about him. To even be in the presence of such a kobold, I would melt as if it indirectly of the sun.
Well, tell you what, how much weed do you still have? I'm sure if I turn up with a bag of it, I can come away with an autograph before we leave.
I would only prepare the best of the dragon push for Jeffrey. But if given time, given a day, I can have...
Szooth will like count off his fingers.
5 buckets!
Buckets?
I don't think he
Buckets
needs
of
5
weed.
buckets of kush.
That's a
Then
lot.
again, he's traveling with elves, and I don't know that they like to indulge.
We speak of a venerated kobold, the only one who I dare say party skills rival, nay, surpass mine, is the legendary Jeffrey. It is his example that I follow whenever I go about to set about the feast.
You know what? Let us go for a walk. Come, bring your weed.
Szooth will hurry up and scramble back. Szooth will scramble back upstairs to get all of his weed, and all his drugs, and all of his alcohol, and
We'll
he'll
stop by the
scramble back down.
Yeah, stop by the Iranian embassy on our way out. The elves said they were with them for now, right?
Yeah, the elves were with Franz.
Wait, we actually are going to go see elves? Oh, fuck.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
this is great. I've got lots of groupies for this visit.
Oh, man.
I've got the elf fan, and you're going to get to meet fucking elven princesses.
Come,
Princess?
Yes,
Oh,
they're multiple princesses.
Oh,
Come, Tarnavak.
I don't know.
even if you
I
do
don't know
not
if I'm worthy.
come, Tarnavak, even if you do not even if you do not value a dragon scale so close as he has been there for moments of history. You would be able to learn so much from him, a first-hand recollection of the heroes of lore.
I'm in.
Talia just picks up the Szooth and everything. He just puts it about on her head there and on his shoulder.
If I ever ask you for anything, Ursula, I ask you that you help me track down this kobold.
I'm sure he'll be there, and considering the company he seemed to be keeping amongst the servant girls, Ursula is probably very much within his type. It will work like some kind of Jeffrey magnet.
He likes big titty bitches.
He likes big titties and muscles.
Alright, let me go grab their
Wow.
token.
Let Ursula just flex his strength 18 guns on.
I bet when you flex, it makes your titties bounce.
No, it
Flex
doesn't
is just so
make
many.
them
There's so
bounce.
your abdominal muscles just crunching up has enough force to just like make them bounce.
Boing.
Just jiggle.
No,
Boom.
when she flexes, the boobs actually move up, like a push up there.
Push up raw.
Titty flex. Titty
Yes, because her clothing is that it doesn't allow for them to go outwards, so it can only go upwards to become nice and push up.
Nice. Alright, so yeah, you can roll up on the Arunan embassy. And
Yeah.
Ambassador
there
Franz
also
is
a side
outside.
idea that-
Ambassador Franz is
Opinions.
outside when you roll up. He is just like sunning himself on a little balcony outside. Kind of glances down. Oh, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. And you bought friends.
I did. We're about to head up towards the direction of Cass. I was wondering if you had anything on your person that you wanted us to take up to him.
You can come up and get a big hug, but otherwise, no. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself. At least I hope.
Course. Now, random aside, are the ladies and koboldy gentlemen from Aruna still around? A number of my companions here are big fans of theirs. I said we would at least say hello. I believe that Szooth here has weed for Jeffrey.
Well, I don't know if I can arrange a meeting. You do realize that that elf you saw was a princess, right? The second eldest daughter of the Elven Queen, in fact.
I'd noticed, of course. Also, I believe that one of them has stolen my panties, so...
What? I thought you left with your date.
I did, but I was wearing panties when I arrived at the party, and I certainly didn't leave with them.
Well, it's interesting. Wait. Sierra, no. How did she even do that? Hold on. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Goes inside, and a couple minutes later, Sierra comes outside, and she's had something like wrapped onto her forehead, so she's just flailing around. She can't see past this big piece of paper that just says, "I steal panties from my guests" on it. And both of your panties are like hanging off of her ears. Flails at you. Franz, you bastard! I can't see anything!
That is the best.
Wait a minute. Isn't that Sarah Bleaksworthy?
What? No, you got me mixed up with someone else. Rips the
That's
sign
over
off
there
of
is
her
just
face.
She was one of the legendary heroes who traveled in Sir Geoffrey's contraband.
Huh? What? Hey, a kobold.
I'll point at Szooth. He's also got weed, if you want to tell Jeffrey. He's apparently a very big fan.
Tell you what. Trade me one of those buckets, and she will
The bucket
pull
the bucket materializes into her hands before
Whoa.
she even realizes.
Okay, you can have these back.
Thank you.
As much as I would love to stay and pick your brain for questions in history, I must meet Sir Geoffrey. Please tell me you can get me in.
I mean, I can get you in, but why do you want to meet Jeffrey?
Why wouldn't I want to meet Geoffrey?
He's just Jeffrey.
He's just Geoffrey. Just Geoffrey.
Of course, they've traveled together for so long, Szooth. It is not surprising that you did not need to treat him with such reverence.
Of course, you're right. Sarah Breaksworthy is also a hero of legend. It only makes sense that she regards Geoffrey with common courtesy.
I'm not a hero, but thank you.
I know the histories, young lady. You were there during the times. The great trials before the world almost came to an end. It was
From the
you-
before times, the way back days.
The way back days of 30 years ago.
It was closer to 25, but look, I didn't do anything. I'm just here as an embassy guard. And Jeffrey, that's not. Look, the Jeffrey you're probably thinking of is all the way back up north in the Heartland.
And he isn't face down in a Orko's chest with covered in blood? Because that's
No,
what he said he would do when he was at the party.
Well, no, the Jeffrey that was at the party is doing that to my Aunt Talara, but the
nice.
Jeffrey you're thinking of, well, he died a long time ago.
Wait, the Jeffrey that was in your party?
Yeah, he got crushed to death by an ogre.
What? That's not what the story say.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Then who was the Jeffrey with you during the near end times? The
Oh,
one
that
who
was-
helped save the world.
No, that was that Jeffrey. He got crushed to death by an ogre. Years ago.
Then who is this Jeffrey? He's a kobold with wings. That's not something that just happens.
Oh, no, yeah, that's one of his sons. You can tell it's one of Jeffrey's sons because he's so big.
He had sons.
He had a lot
He
of
has
kids,
a legacy.
actually. That ogre made sure to work him for what he was worth before, well, they had an accident. So I hear.
It's fine. It's fine. His spirit, it lives on, reincarnated. He has sons.
I don't think that's how that works, little guy, but...
That is exactly how that works. It's even proven by his wings. I need to see him even more now. Jeffrey in a revitalized form.
We've just heard that he is currently face deep in an elven princess's chest. It's probably not a good time.
Of course it's a
that
good
was-
time. He'll need these.
Szooth will
What
hold
a
up his
lucky
buckets of
human
weed.
being.
I mean, I am sure he would be graciously accepting of your buckets of kush. If you want to just give all that to me, I'll make sure he gets his fair share.
But I want to see him. I want to speak to him. Just be with a
let's not push it, Szooth.
It's bullshit o'clock in the morning. He's asleep.
Ah!
So is my Aunt
Wait,
Talara.
what time is it actually?
It's probably like 9, 10 a.m.
You alright? I forget. Kobolds are nocturnal creatures. What kobold sensible would be awake at this time?
Just looked at Szooth.
Szooth clearly does not count as sensible kobold.
He gave the qualifier sensible, Ursula.
Haha, so vexing, so vexing, so vexing. This is the only time I'll ever get to have this chance. Such a rare opportunity. What kind of adventure would I be to pass this over?
But did you not hear? Apparently he had many, many sons. There are plenty of Jeffreys out there, so, you know.
I have to... it needs
That means
to be
that your odds are much better.
You
You'll have to
don't-
find yourself a big ogre, and perhaps you'll be able to have lots of children too with it. And then your reincarnations can meet their reincarnations, and then all to blow together.
You don't understand. It was my grandfather who dared ventured out to the surface world during the time of great reckoning. He was the one who recorded everything and brought back the histories, the tales that made Jeffrey a legend. It almost feels like it's my fate, my duty to find all the Jeffreys and catalog their lives up to this point.
Can you see through your bird's eyes?
Has your
No, what?
kobold been smoking his own supply?
Like
He's
all the
just
time,
very
like, he's
enthusiastic.
very- yeah.
He is a good-hearted, very active, and very just pets. He's a good boy. Just
Regardless,
can you please just give him this?
I'll go and ask if they're awake.
even that much is a blessing towards me. Thank you, Sarah, very much, Sarah Bleaksworthy.
Szooth will
Just
rolling
Sarah,
slide and
please. Oh, God.
Szooth will start rolling slide and start kissing her feet.
No, it's okay, little guy. It's okay. Szooth, what do you have on you?
Well, big book of everything, and my weapons.
What do you have on you that's palmable?
I don't want to say money, but
I mean, she does like money.
I have money.
All right. Make a. I guess you don't get to make a perception check. You just have your passive perception.
No, fuck you. You rolled. You know what? Fine. I'll pay that gold tax to use the perception roll. I will pay for the passive perception roll in fucking money, in-game money. But still.
Oh God! All right, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna beat that anyways.
Oh, that's a good.
Roll. I guess 1d10 plus 24.
Well, Please don't be a 10.
Nice. You lose 28 silver pieces as Sierra picks you up and plants you on Ursula's head. You just stay there, little guy. I'll go get Jeffrey. Or try to, anyway.
Szooth hops in place in anticipation.
Alright. And now, Szooth, would you roll me a d4 of fate?
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
Inspiration?
You can't inspire a d4. Oh no!
Oh no! Please tell me what was what I wanted.
No,
No,
that's
it's
the
not.
opposite of what
You want the opposite.
Okay, you hear a scream from inside, and
Uh-oh.
Sierra will come back blushing full force, his tail tucked between her legs. Jeffrey is not interested in talking to you right now. Yeah, you maybe come back. He says never, but I'm sure he'll be feeling a little bit more sociable in a day or two.
Yeah. Alas, we're headed off to do that adventure thing now.
Oh, well, let us know how that goes. Wish I could still do adventurous stuff instead of being all responsible.
No, well, I see. Of course.
And yeah, as she says, like, I wish I could still adventure, she will just give a big wink to Nahia.
Work a brow. Check that I've still got the panties in my hand, even if she's not, like, stolen them back out of it somehow.
No, but she's not stolen the ones you're wearing.
Of course. Well, of course.
Sounds like this
if
Jeffrey
you were
is
to,
trying to secure his own legacy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You take care of yourself. Have a good time. We'll be headed, well, for no reason I'm going to just say the whole location, like, very slowly and clearly. Not for any particular, totally not sensible reason. And I will say exactly where we're headed.
If you're going after Cass, you are going to Dethick Dale.
That's right. The Death
I don't
Dale.
like Dethick Dale. It sounds too much like death.
Happy Death Dale.
She will
I think it's
grin
just
at you,
Savin
and
pronouncing it.
her tail will
Wrong.
wag a little bit as you guys start withdrawing. And then you will start hearing a different kind of screaming coming from inside the embassy.
Nice.
Well, that's definitely trying to secure his own legacy.
Yes.
I think he's gotten past a point of just trying.
Yes. Of course. This is a fool's errand after all. Come. Let us leave and prepare to make sure we can get on the road.
He just puts a strip of candied bacon in Szooth's mouth and just keeps walking. Don't worry.
Szooth droops a little as he walks away.
So what's the plan?
Well,
We're good on travel supplies and shit, aren't we?
Yes, we've already done our preparations.
Yeah, we're
Huh?
prepped. We're ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we should hit the road. My spirits will be lifted once again we can travel.
So I'm going to take the Veilish books off. You don't have those books.
It will be a 2-day trip to Dethick Dale on horseback / cartback. I assume you guys still have Blueberry, right? You haven't sold her off
Yeah,
at some
of course,
point?
yeah. Blueberry's here.
Hi-ho,
Blueberry
Blueberry.
is a good horse.
Hi-ho,
Yes.
Blueberry.
Not like Porkins the donkey. That was a shitty donkey.
That donkey was an asshole.
Fucking gluttonous asshole.
Fucking Porkins.
Alright. Yeah, travel rolls time, everybody. It's been a while since we did like a full set of travel rolls.
Oh, right. I assume I summoned Shovel.
Yeah, you
Right.
can summon Shovel,
Yes.
no problem. He will, like, come over and just peck at Voron. They'll have a little fight over it and then be fine again afterwards.
Wait, Voron? Oh, yeah.
The other
no,
familiar.
I'm-
He fucking cut him in half with his fucking mighty raven beak.
So, okay, I'm gonna roll a 1d2. One Shovel is just afraid, two Shovel's into it. Okay, Shovel's just afraid.
That'd be a real terrible quirk for familiar.
Oh, that's a very expensive quirk. Is another familiar that is apparently attracted to getting itself killed.
No, it was just. I was just gonna say it's just like, oh, I like a woman who's.
We're going to be finding
Discovery!
This bitches.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
yeah, I will also make my stealth roll. 26.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, here comes my... Wait.
The wizard.
I do the
Survival.
food thing correct. Do I get assistance from anyone, or was that...
I believe you get your help from Kina because Tarnavak is our highest passive in the day.
Okay, right. Correct, you're right. So, advantage to see...
Ooh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oof. Oof.
It's not a 1, though.
It is not a 1. But...
It is not a 1. Okay. So, let's see. The scout. So you guys are heading into the Paladin Mountains for the first time. So that's actually got a pretty high travel DC. But you passed, so...
Crush that shit.
El Scouto, your party cannot be tracked by normal means. That's a success. Provisioner, you failed, and some stuff's going to happen. And Navigator, you got a crit success. And let's see.
You also get advantage in the future, yes? And journey time goes down...
let's see. No, you did not succeed by that much, actually.
Not even for the duration?
Yeah, you got the duration. The Paladin Mountains have a DC of 20. They are a rough and tumble place. Luckily, you are sticking to the road, so you won't be hitting the worst of it. But you will encounter something on the road, and we're going to handle Ursula's misadventure first.
Oh boy.
Let me organize my maps here a bit and grab some tokens.
Okay. Of course, Jeffrey didn't want to see me. What was I thinking? It's all so simple. I just need to be a kobold of greater renown. Right now, the only title I have to my name is Sweatwalker, something that Jeffrey and his sons have already accomplished. Clearly, I just need to be a more established adventurer. Then I will be able to secure all the adventures, all the talks and meetings with his sons.
I think... No, I don't think. I know Jeffrey was visiting Falls or Scale or...
It is like an internal sack.
Okay, so like...
Oh, he's still bone. We can go with a nice bone deep. I imagine he still has a dangus.
Oh, right.
Okay, so like...
I forget your customs. Your modesties. No. We kobolds have no such fears or worries or concerns. Surely he would have been able to carry on while holding a conversation.
That might be the case, but also there was an elven princess, and I'm sure although they are renowned for their capabilities as stretchy and attractive individuals, they certainly have to adhere to some kind of social norms.
Please, what elven princess could dare feign shame in the presence of a spawn of Jeffrey? Obviously, it would be a great honor to spread such a thing around.
Spread such a thing like her legs.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could have seen the elven princess.
But I assure you, despite your attempts to protect my feelings, it was simply that I am not worthy of speaking to him. It is not mean-spirited. Jeffrey is simply observing protocol. For what is a kobold if not someone who knows his place? I must simply earn the merit to speak to him.
Well, if you learned your place, the kobolds learned their place, then why didn't you just go back then?
Go back home? Oh, well, you see, that is a logical argument, that instead of confronting, I'm going to completely sidestep.
Oh.
So, as you're saying that, you hear a loud buzz from nearby.
Oh, look at that! I mean, oh no!
As several large Amazonian figures wing out of the trees.
What the blat?
Ah, hello, good woman. Good womans. They do have boobs, don't they?
Oh yes, most certainly.
Hello, good womans.
Hello.
How are you, pal?
It is so nice to see fresh faces on the road.
Ah, yes.
My sisters and I are so hungry.
Ah, would you like some travel rations?
Yes, we would be very appreciative if you could give us some of your rations.
Why, I see not. We are very well prepared adventurers who always pack a little bit extra just in case for such a thing. Here, let me reach into my sack here and make sure to give you some.
Pocket sand, run!
No. Szooth is actually being legit.
You know what? I'm seeing a lot of. I take it they are all armed and dangerous looking.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I can let Szooth carry on.
Buzz,
I mean, of course.
Szooth,
Yes, that's all.
just leans over and just says in his ear, "They are armed.
Well, of course
Look rather dangerous."
Szooth will whisper back.
Well, of course they are. Even we are armed. These roads can be dangerous from fight with monsters, after all.
I think they want to eat you instead.
No,
Sort of
not
rations.
such a thing. Kobold meat is
I mean, I got something they can eat.
Kobold meat is gnarly and
Lewd.
nasty. They would never even consider eating me. No,
How
guys.
large are these hornets? Are they within the scare bonus drag zone?
Let's see. Yeah, they range from like 6 to 6'3" in height. They're quite muscular as well.
That's a good wrestle.
Yeah. I'll nod sagely at Hashat's comment in agreement.
Ah, please. No, I'm sure you're very delicious. I also think they are well mannered to know that they are not supposed to eat such intelligent creatures as yourself. Here,
I'm merely talking about my semen.
Yes.
Szooth will start taking out some rations.
I have one ration for each of you. If you would please be so kind as to line up.
Only one ration. Surely adventurers like you could be a little more generous. Say, at least 3. We are
Great.
so hungry out here in the wilderness, and the damn farmers won't give us any of their good little produce. So hard living out here, you see.
Let's say you, my companions. 3 is a rather hefty price of how many there are out here.
Yeah, let's us put the question out here as well. If we were to be incapable of providing even, I do not see how many there are of you, 3 rations apiece, what might happen?
Well, we hornets can feast on many things, and we can get energy from vigorous activities. Besides, several of my sisters have eggs that need to go somewhere. We simply cannot support more members of our hive without an income of food. Don't you see?
I see. I can give you some rations and then supplement the ones that I'm missing by digging you soft burrows for your eggs.
No, we need warm, wet, living burrows.
Warm, wet, and living.
Just whisper into Szooth, "Do you want to put eggs in your butt?"
Oh! Well, I am not female currently, but I'm sure if you give me a day or two,
No.
I can...
They don't care.
What?
They don't care.
Also,
I
to
don't
answer your
care.
question. Also, to answer the question on your face, Hashat, yes, I can change gender rather easily.
What?
Oh, yes. Sometimes
Just-
it's required of male kobolds to do so when there are not enough females around to reproduce.
Of course, life, it finds a way.
Exactly. Now, I, for one, can at least hold 1 egg, but I have no idea how I would be able to handle as many as the hornets are here. So I think we're at a bit of an impasse.
Tell you what, we can
I say
give
we
you
just
all...
feed them.
Yeah, I
I've
think we've got
plenty of rations spare myself.
Now I only have the 10, however I will of course chip in.
I can
Well,
spare
I got
15.
this.
Oof.
There are
And Szooth will start counting.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
That's not nearly enough time for me.
Oh, you didn't have yours written up. We'll go again.
No.
I'll go fucking count you in. Nahia and Hashat begin playing rock, paper, scissors.
We need about 24 rations.
Oh, cool. I got a spare can.
Savin, count us in.
What?
I shall add.
Count us
What's
in.
this
Me
for?
and Hashat
Alright.
are playing rock, paper, scissors. We're
3,
gonna,
2, 1, go.
fuck.
I don't. What did I win? Ha! What did I win?
You win Hornet time.
Is that a good thing?
No,
Of course it's a
okay,
good
so
thing.
if you wait and start to count. Wait.
Look at her. She's got the cars.
1,
She's got
2,
the stretch. I'm sure she'll be a good time.
1, 2, 12. Tarnavak. If you got 12, I can also do 12. Then we get 24.
I'll just grab my bundle out of the cart.
I will add 5 to the cause. No, I
Yeah,
should
well,
not
then
be so
we need 24, so
Yes.
we shade down that. So if you take 5 there, that's 24. That's
Actually,
19.
I should not be so stingy. I should offer 9 then. However, I at least want to make sure I
Ah,
have
then I have to count again. So 9.
I like the idea that we're doing this while the others are counting through their rations.
No, it's just trying to count her. Like, come on, she has an 8 in intelligence. Give her a bit.
I love the fact that Szooth has no sense of urgency here because the threat of carrying eggs is just like, well, of course, how else are creatures supposed to be born?
Yeah, makes sense. I'm also of the egg
oh, wait,
species,
so-
and I'm part of the goddess of fertility. I'm hardly bothered.
Wait, Szooth. Do it like this. So it's if you do 8,
Yeah?
then I do 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then Tarnavak does 8.
Then it's 3 for everyone.
Yes, then it's
24.
24.
All right. We've gotten the rations counted out.
Ah. So I see. That is most kind of you. Thank you. She will swing down and take the sack from you. Ah, but it seems some of your friends might be willing to help the hive in other ways.
Hmm?
Well, as you might understand, and from the looks of it, they need a little help on occasion, like this. He just goes over into a backpack and pulls out like a swat of rolled up paper, like parchment, goes over to a shop and smacks her over the head. See, on occasion you have to do like this to make sure it's working in there. It just gives a stern look to Hashat.
What? It is obviously she is far more geared up than I am for the carrying of a few eggs here and there.
Well,
Then occasion, then you have this big skinny thing that also works the same way as the
I work similar. Look,
Hashat,
it is divine mandate.
rolls up the parchment again and goes over to Nahia.
Don't insult my beliefs. This is religious oppression.
Yeah, so
Give me a second.
now we got the food out of the way. Just gives a look to Nahia.
Look, it is
In
hardly
the
a
car, young
problem.
lady.
Oh, what you're saying is that they are in the need of males. Well, such endeavors could be
I
understood.
think they're a bit more open than.
Well, such endeavors can be understood. We are.
They can stop for lunch. It's not a problem.
I don't think it will be such a simple matter as one lunch break.
Yeah, well, it depends how quick they're being.
No.
You guys can be quick, yes?
We need to get to Cass as well.
That is
Remember?
fine.
we're actually making excellent time. We can absolutely put some time aside. I don't know about you, but I saved 25% of our journey time. That sounds like I've just scored Hashat a little bit of extra smash time.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
That
but
does sound nice.
as I recall, they did not wish for fertilization of eggs so much as placement of them.
Well, let's find out. I'm gonna like watch as she's taken away. This is too funny.
Oh dear.
Listen
Hashat?
to them mooing and neighing at the same time. It's going to be a good time.
Hashat, please do not take eggs up your rectum. We need you to still be mobile.
Just a few of them.
So yeah, Hashat, you are dragged off into the trees for a little fun.
Yay.
Alright, what do you do when an ovipositor comes near the special place while you're being ridden?
I thought as much.
Clench that like an avalanche.
She's just like she's got the ovipositor winking at you. It's the aha, Mr. Rattlebones, I got you now.
Clickety clack, get into my sack.
Yeah. There you go. Fucking found it. What?
Well, Szooth will hop up. Considering how we have time, would you mind if I ask you a few questions about your society and how it works?
I would be willing to trade information for a little use for my sisters here.
I'm not sure I'm ready to carry eggs. I still am within male form, after all.
Oh, don't worry. A little butthole is just fine.
That would be uncomfortable.
No, it will feel great.
Yes.
Don't you worry about a thing.
I think my...
Look, if he wants to have his chat with you, I'll take one or two for the team.
Oh. Good.
Go on, Szooth, have your chat.
I appreciate your sacrifices for the scholarly sciences, but I'm not sure if this is wise.
A couple of the hornets will start, like, pulling Nahia's armor off for her.
Though I think I'm past the point of being able to stop.
I'll make sure that the Mithrin shield is pointing our direction.
Meanwhile, Hashat. Alright, Hashat, roll me 1d3. You do indeed get a couple. Hit.
Well, I suppose I should make the best of the situation.
I'm going to make an athletics.
Alright. Gonna try and counter
Are you
Dom.
gonna shoot them out of your ass?
Fire cannon one!
Oh my god.
I feel like if
What
you
the
do that,
fuck is this?
That's
Thailand?
killing children, that's not on.
Oh no. Oh,
Are you about to dominate these women?
Oh,
I think so.
oh shit.
Welcome to the
Alright.
Hashat Harem.
Excellent. They are so into it. It's not even funny. This
Oh,
is the
yeah.
best thing that's ever happened. They are getting milked, and they're planting eggs, and they have found a real alpha to just show them their place in the world.
Please, Winglina, if you would follow
It's a
me...
shame you
on.
scuffed your toe that you don't have earlier and should drink from the flask as well. Drink from now on.
God damn it.
Please, Wingleader, follow me so that we may speak. I cannot hear your responses over these battered moans.
Sure.
and yeah, Szooth will do a little interview.
So the other three hornets just kind of close in on Ursula. Hey there.
Ursula prepares the paper.
No,
You
No, no.
fucking roll
Hey,
the paper! The bees. Oh no!
Bap.
no. I do.
This swat them one
I'm more of the kinder in this case. I just get out the fucking what's mint, dried mints, like mint leaves like that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! Give me a
in a
second.
little bowl, and just ignite it.
Ah.
No,
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with that. Ew.
yeah.
Of course they hate it.
Alright, so Nahia, roll a d3.
Sure.
And if you want, you two can try and counter Dom.
You got the inspiration.
Oh,
You
hey,
just
what?
want to have it.
I do. I don't need to inspiration
Oh.
because I'm fine with either result.
You just get one big fat egg lodged in there.
Excellent. That is about the right
Okay.
amount. It looks
Now
like
you
I'm
can
doing
take a
pretty well
plug.
myself.
Alright, let's... Yeah, she puts up a valiant resistance, but you end up on top anyway.
I'm afraid that I have done, although, a not inconsiderable amount of training recently. Also, apologies. You might be about to get very drunk. Let's face it, there's still totally sun there.
Oh, yeah. Alright, and DCL, are you still here? Or have you fucked off?
He said he'd be right back.
Right. Okay, so we'll come back to DCL later. So yeah, the lot of you are right proper egged. And the Hornets will take their ill-gotten gains. Hashat, you will stagger away from this covered in golden lipstick. As the Hornets all bid you adieu. Will fly off, but they take Szooth with them. Goodbye. No.
No,
Buzz buzz.
just keeping the wagon safe and Tarnavak's asshole.
Hashat, they say nay.
Oh, that was fun.
Ba-dum-ts. Eggs! Eggs! Voron says giddily.
It is
Hey,
just
you!
that-
I don't want to hear no sass from you, little bird. Oh, I was hoping one of them was gonna stay.
Are you trying to build some kind of a hornety harem?
No. I just want someone to.
Of course. Some travel tang.
Yeah.
It is, we're only traveling for like a couple of days. And this was fine. Now hopefully if we come across more hornets, they will smell hornet on us and we'll be fine.
So yeah, Hashat
Welcome.
and... Nope.
Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure at least somewhere part of my neighborhood is burning down, but it's fine.
Oh, good. Well,
It's not your house though, right?
It's not.
And it's not in danger of being your house?
Well,
No.
Dope.
So yeah, the D&D continues. What I miss?
It's your
alright.
turn.
Oh.
Yeah, the Hornets are willing to answer your questions. If you want to condense that to like an intelligence roll or something, you can. Or if you have specific questions, we can handle those as well.
I'll condense it into an intelligence roll. Can it be an intelligence save?
Want to punish? Do you
It
have
wouldn't be an int
inspiration?
save, no. I'll give you your proficiency bonus, so yeah, just roll the int save, I guess. Same number.
Unfortunately, no inspiration. Oh wait, I have my
Well, I
owl.
was
He
asking
can
if you-
assist me.
He can. This is definitely a thing an owl could assist one.
Of course, he
Oh,
will
wow,
be the one
that's a
scrolling my
really
notes
fucking
as
good.
I ask my questions. So 23.
23, nice. Then yeah, next time you're dealing with Hornet stuff, make a note on your character sheet. You will have advantage on your next check to recall information about Hornets.
All right.
Alright, so Hashat and Nahia, you have been stuffed with the egg. How does that
Yes.
feel? Because I don't think either of you have ever had children before.
And once again,
No.
we managed to get a pregnant party.
Immediately. It's okay though. Hornet preg is
Yeah,
short.
they're just eggs. Yeah, they're just eggs.
And they can take care of themselves afterwards. It's fine.
Well, here's the thing. You won't be able to take a dump. It's in
That's
your
not
ass.
Why do you guys? Why do you gotta make this weird?
true. That's not how this works.
Because it's eggs in your butt.
Why you gotta make this weird though? I mean, come on.
Because I hate hornets.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, and I don't think you should try to make that a
No,
me
that's
problem.
actually a Hedrah problem, not a you.
Oh.
I mean, it's a you problem when Hedrah makes it a you problem, I guess. Alright, let me find a thing real quick, and then we can go on to Scow's discovery roll. This is going to be a good one. Because you were just close enough, I think, to a thing where you could find out about a thing. A really cool thing.
Yeah, I like finding out things about things.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I personally have always been a big fan of things.
Personally, I prefer stuff.
Do you? I find stuff just kind of
Stuff and
gets
things?
everywhere.
No, you're thinking of goo.
Yeah, that token's not good. Let's see.
But what about things, mings, rings, and kings?
What?
Well,
Wordplay.
alright, this will have to do. Guess I really need more of these tokens. So, Nahia, with a nat 20 on a navigation roll, you are certain that you know a faster way than the main road, once again. And it worked out pretty well last time you thought you had a shortcut, because you found a bunch of useful herbs.
This is true.
So, you take the party off-road, just a little ways, towards the north. Find an old wagon trail used by settlers when the catfolk first came to this place. It's nice and flat, if overgrown, that winds between some hills. But as you go, you start to feel what feels like an earthquake under your feet. Just a faint rumble in the earth.
Hashat.
It wasn't me.
Wow, rude.
Whatever it wasn't me.
I sure hope that is not the bullet.
Szooth is gonna actually put his ears to the ground. Can his kobold knowledge help him in this?
Actually, yes, Szooth, your kobold knowledge specifically can absolutely help you. Make a nature check. I will give you advantage.
Fair enough. Boop, boop, boop. A 16.
Nice. That's...
Oh, wait, that's
survival.
That's 17. Sorry, I forgot for a second. Nature is actually a skill that exists.
Lel. Alright, a 17. That is the heavy breathing of a massive creature.
Oh.
And it's very close by. In fact, when you turn around this corner up here, you might just be face first into it.
That is...
Szooth is going to whisper very carefully and be like,
That is not the earth. That's the sound of a very, very, very big creature.
Warren, can you take a look?
The bird turns its head to you, and in no uncertain terms says, "Go fuck yourself."
I shall have.
wait, let me make sure. No, it does not.
I shall go take a look real quick. Very, very, very carefully. Shuffle, if you would be so kind to help me.
Voron's gonna go bury himself under Nahia's hood.
Alright.
Szooth stealths ahead.
Alright, Szooth. I'm just gonna move you over to a map real quick ahead of the party. Don't say anything. Whoop.
I had a loading screen for a second. Did you nearly drag us off?
Yeah. Because I'm a retard.
Cool. Bet it's a fucking dragon.
Oh god, I hope it's a dragon.
Maybe it's a boule. Wait, no, that'd be underground.
No, large breathing above ground. It's totally like a dragon.
Well, Lucille, that's what you see. It is curled up in a ball on this large, like, 10-foot-high rise, and it appears to be sleeping, sunning
And then
itself in the midday sun.
And then everybody assumes Szooth is dead because he passed out and just stayed. No.
Okay, that's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
So it's a fucking dragon.
No.
It's a dragon. Oh, I would want to go talk to my gods, but to do so would be a great crime. I'd have to wake him, and that would be death.
Oh, why you have to do this to Szooth right after he got denied, Jeffrey? Now he's just like, I can't let this chance pass me by. Alright,
You're a mean man.
Szooth is going to bring up his big book of everything. Specifically his theology. What does his theology say on red dragons, which is basically just a slightly koboldified bestiary version of red dragons? What's their behavior like? Do I have to roll for that?
I mean, I think you just know because you're a kobold dragon worshipper. Like, every dragon is a unique and intelligent being. Red dragons are known for being hot-headed and perhaps the most violent of the lot, as they are attuned to elemental flame. But they are not inherently evil or anything, and, you know, they like kobolds. Most dragons do.
Closest to the sun, the fire dragon.
They are. They are the closest to the sun.
Oh my god. What do I do here? Because anything I make Szooth want to do is gonna be tantamount to suicide. Oh god. Oh man. Why did I put myself in this hole? Okay, after hyperventilating, Szooth is going to sneak back. He's gonna be just fucking losing his shit silently.
Are you okay, Szooth? You're gone for a little while.
You look a lot paler.
It's impressive.
I am far from okay. I am nearly blinded by the radiance of it.
Well, what next? Was it the fucking dragon?
It's a red dragon!
No, Blade.
That sounds bad. I don't know.
Well, no, well. Is it bad?
I mean...
It's a deity. A fairy one in the flesh. The ones my fathers and forefathers thought didn't exist. Please, if I ask you for anything, I ask you that we must wait for it to wake. I must ask you a question. Give it tribute.
With what?
What else do dragons like? Shiny things, gold, my money. Of course, I will not give them any of your pay cuts. Those are something that you have earned through your work. Still.
If you want to supplicate yourself to it and give it your money, I'm not going to stop you, but it seems like a risky proposition, Szooth.
Oh yes, very much so. The deities are fair. The deities can be very fickle and hard to please. Red dragons more so than most. They are the closest to the sun, thus the most prideful and in tune with one's emotions and whims. Doing this is a no short. To do this is, how do I put this? Very dangerous. But the dangers are well worth the risk.
I mean, speaking from a place of religion, I would be just as psyched about talking to one of my gods. I can hardly hold it against them.
You have to understand. All of my fellow Moonscales think the dragons have gone extinct, that very few of them ever exist. I am sometimes even called a religious fanatic for believing that one is alive. To be able to get pictures, autographs, claw marks, anything, even just to simply pay it piety, would be a dream come true.
Okay.
I'd ask you leave your big book with us. If it does take offense, then we don't want that being lost.
Take separate pages.
Of course, I must leave at least something of my legacy behind. At least then I will not have to rewrite it if I reincarnate.
Also, if it is a lady dragon, then put in a good word for Nahia, you hear?
Forgive me, Nahia. You are a beautiful and very courageous and wondrous spirit, but even I do not think you are worthy of a god.
It is fair, but maybe they are interested in slumming it.
Well, of course. Of course, if there were any star scales that would be worthy of mating with a dragon, it would be you first and foremost. Still, though, I would hope not to offend it by making such a suggestion outright.
Of course, of course. I'm okay with waiting for a little while. It's certainly a once in a Szooth time experience.
Forgive this mere kobold for his selfless indulgence, but I cannot help myself in this. Even if you were to leave me behind, I would have to wait.
No, it is fine.
Thank you very much for understanding. I do not promise to be back, but I promise that no matter what happens, I have done what I wanted.
And Szooth is going to scramble off back towards the dragon.
Right. Right.
Yes?
I'll come with you.
Of course.
Wait. Slather him in barbecue sauce.
Oh.
Of course. To have one of my friends join me in this momentous occasion. If any are willing to come, I would welcome you. Just know that I will not understate the potential risk. As a kobold, this is my duty. In fact, to die to a dragon would be a great honor.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, you won't today. And here, Voron, you can sit with Blueberry for a while. I might as well go have a look as well.
I'm going to stay.
My plan. I will indicate my capacity for lay on hands-ing. You never know, you might need to shock
near a
cables.
big beastie like that is pretty... not that great of an idea.
Szooth is Szooth.
Alright, so it sounds like it's just Szooth and Ursula, or are you coming, Nahia?
Yeah, I'll come too. I'll leave Voron behind so you can grab the others if shit gets completely wild and they don't notice.
Okay. I'm just gonna move the whole party over.
Yeah.
That's a fucking red dragon, mate.
So yeah, you approach the great dragon, and yeah, it is this monstrously huge creature that is currently curled up in a ball like a puppy, snoring loudly. Every hefty breath causes the ground to shudder underneath it.
Szooth will whisper.
Look at its majesty. Is it not wondrous? So grossly incandescent.
It's pretty fucking huge, that's for sure.
That is a unit right there. And also, he appears to have the right idea. I'll take a nap until he wakes up.
Yeah. I have a subtle idea to hasten Sav's awakenings. You see, dragons are legendary.
Think about that. You want to actively try and wake it up?
Of course, very impatient, very dangerous. But there is a chemical way to do so without making it a rude awakening.
Are you going to make some kind of dank kush bonfire?
Maybe, perhaps.
Alright, I'm gonna lie down and see how this plays out.
No, but is there actually anything alchemically I can do with a herbalist kit to create some sort of scent that will rise them from wake softly and quickly, so we don't actually have to just wait for this thing to never maybe wake up?
Yeah, sure. Make an herbalist kit roll. Don't roll like sub 10.
All right, help me heal a shovel.
That's right.
20.
All right.
I trust Szooth the Smooth to make some kind of druggy bonfire for waking up dragons all chilled out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you set out your herbalist kit and start making some sweet smells that might rouse the interest of a dragon. And after maybe 15 minutes, you see one huge golden eye slowly peel open.
It wakes.
Looks at you silently.
Oh, great sun scale, the red dragon of legend, a very goddess in my a very god in front of me. I am not worthy.
And Szooth will start groveling. Kobolds can grovel real well, guys, let me tell you.
It's
You
true.
can
It's a
grovel.
class feature. It's a class feature.
Yeah, they grovel so well, it's a class feature.
Alright. Yeah, so you expend your use of grovel, cower, and beg.
I will spend that use to give the maximum amount of grovel.
Nice. Okay, yeah, the dragon slowly raises its head up and stares down upon you. Then, Nahia, Ursula, you're not doing anything to like hide yourself.
No, I'm very similarly sunning myself, admittedly, whilst smoking a cigar and sipping vodka.
All right, cool. So the dragon will just look at all of you. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just sitting there like a teddy bear.
No, how cute. So yeah, the dragon looks at all of you for a long moment, then kind of down at Szooth, and after a long, long moment, it slowly pulls itself up into a sitting position, cranes its neck down towards you. And yeah, Szooth, you have a dragon snoot like maybe a foot away from your face. Hot, acrid breath washes across your snoot. It kind of burns, just a little bit.
Glorious Sunscale, I am not even worthy to be in your presence. Nay, not even worthy to exist in a world the same as yours. But please, you must understand, this simple humble kobold, he is enamored by your existence and wants to pay tribute. You are my god.
God, that's new. What do you want, little thing?
If I could ever dare be so presumptuous. My people, the Moonscales, they worship you, revere you as a
great.
goddess. Yet the dragons, they say their kind have not been in these realms for centuries even. If I could be so presumptuous, I wish to ask you questions. To learn of you.
Tell you what. Answer my question, and I'll answer one of yours.
Of course, dear sir. Anything you say, I will
Dear
have to...
sir,
Oh,
that's
man.
rather rude.
Oh, forgive me. I'm just so lost in the moment. I just simply wish to honor you. Tell me, what should I refer to you as?
I am Sathia. Some call me the Red Terror, the fire that burns beneath the mountains. Bringer of smoke and ash.
Such a title is unworthy of you. Surely your fire burns as hot as the sun itself.
Someday. So, Kobold, will you entertain me, you and your friends?
Of course, of course. I exist for no other reason than to serve you.
Good. Come here, you two. I don't like shouting. My voice breaks trees, and it'll indicate, like, several broken stumps nearby.
That makes sense.
Please, my friends, come,
Is it speaking Draconic or?
It is speaking common, although its lips are not moving to the same, like, beat as its speech.
Right. Sure. Then I'll similarly answer in common. Slide down this incline after scooping up my belongings. You know what? I won't bother, like, strapping all the full plate back on again. I'll just, like...
You figure that's just not gonna help.
It's not only not gonna help, it's just clinky, clanky, and loud and all of that shit, and gets in the way of good sunning time. If we're gonna be stuck here in a conversation, I'm gonna, continue to soak the rays.
Clinky clanky.
Clanky, clanky.
Gently settle my stuff back down again.
Alright. So as you approach, the dragon says, Good. Good. All right. First question. You cannot keep me until you have given me. What am I?
Shit, a riddle.
It's the Riddle Dragon!
That's the worst kind of dragon.
Savin. Riddles?
My weakness! My weakness!
In Draconic I will answer. That is simple. Your word.
Ah, look at this one. Clever. Clever.
I like riddles.
Good.
Like fucking god, one of our players is played by a writer.
Alright. Alright, good. I don't have to eat you. That's what happens if you lose, by the way.
That is pretty unfortunate, but fair enough.
I would only hope my meager body would provide some sort of substance.
No, I will use you to pick my teeth clean.
Of course, it would be my honor.
Very well.
Oh, okay.
Ask a question.
I kind of wanted to riddle him back. Back even.
Oh, fuck no. Don't you put that evil on me.
Yeah, is that right, Savin? It's good for the way.
Can I ask you in all your magnificence and wondrous wisdom, why indeed you left the moon scales to rest where they lay?
I have no idea what a moon scale is.
Ah, sorry. That is the term we have come to refer to as kobolds as. We live back in an island, segregated from most of the continent, near a volcano. We have always worshipped your dragons as gods, as you rightfully deserve to be.
Ah, I see. You've been disconnected from the world.
Yes, in ways. It is said that kobolds are descendants, very, very humble and meager descendants, mind you, but descendants nonetheless of dragonkind.
Well, in that case, we left you to see how you would evolve on your own.
Ah, yes, of course. Test. After all, a parent could not coddle the child forever. Eventually they must learn to walk on their own.
Quite right. Quite right.
Such wisdom, such graciousness. I can only thank your kind for leaving us to grow and evolve in such a way.
Ursula and Nahia, you can both make insight checks.
Yeah, Szooth is gonna instantly fail any of those.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, the dragon has no idea what the fuck a moon scale or a sun scale is. It's just like, yeah, okay, sure, dude.
I'm just rolling with this shit.
Yeah.
You don't want to call the dragon out? Yeah, probably a good plan.
No, the dragon is correct, dude. I have no idea. I'm just rolling with this shit. Like, yeah, wait, like...
Yeah, exactly. It's just rolling with it.
I pull out a piece of paper and write on it in Draconic, holding it behind Szooth. That's his religion.
The dragon acknowledges. It's like, okay.
And you know what? I also provide a riddle.
Oh, no.
Don't give the dragon a riddle. Suppress your right boner. Suppress your meta revenge boner.
Let's see. Never was and could not be within these.
I wonder if anyone in the chat's getting it.
Where I was and where I could not be.
This one's the hard one.
Alright. It will answer a reflection.
Excellent. That's the first one that ever tripped me up when I heard it.
Szooth doesn't know why she just randomly said a reflection, but she will not question.
Oh no, I asked a riddle.
No, Szooth doesn't know that because you said.
Oh right. Oh right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah, so it's just like looks past you and says reflection. And then yeah, let's see what do you got here? I have 2 arms, but fingers none. I've 2 feet, but cannot run. I carry well, but I've found I carry best with my feet off the ground. What am I?
I missed that, but I think that one's wheelbarrow.
Are you sure about your answer? It's important.
I missed the start. If you could type
Alright.
out, that's good.
I mean, wheelbarrow would make sense, but it has a wheel, so.
Hmm.
The
See what I was
dragon
thinking now?
smirks.
Yeah, that sounds like a wheelbarrow.
It does, but it is an eye. No. I think it. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with wheelbarrow.
Oh, like, give me a second. You need to answer door?
You answer the door and it's a riddle.
Knock, knock, open up the door. It's a wheelbarrow, bitch!
Yay.
The dragon will nod slowly. Yes, a wheelbarrow. Excellent. I do love riddles. So much fun to scratch the brain.
A friend of mine was rather into them.
So, tell me, adventurers, what are you doing here?
We make for Dethic Dale to catch up with a companion of ours.
Interesting. And
Oh.
you see a dragon on the side of the road and think to yourself, why, what better could I do than wake the beast and see what entertainment I can provide it? How noble of you.
Sure, literally Szooth's religion.
Yes.
It's what
The
people
little guy
worship.
has been.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Well,
the-
what was the answer?
yeah,
It was
just
in fact
mentioned that
wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Just saying to Dragon that, well, the little guy has been working very, very hard, trying, and he got snapped on another famous name, and now he has a chance to actually see one of what he considers like a god himself for the first time in his life, so
Not considered.
he wanted
Huh.
it.
Wait, what's
Yeah,
happening?
because-
The dragon asked what you guys were doing out here,
Okay.
and specifically why you
Yeah.
just came over and harassed it.
Yes.
Also, you're breathing hard on your mic.
Didn't mean to. I had to put on my headset.
It is cool.
I mean, yeah, I'll let Ursula continue to finish her answer before Szooth says something.
Very well. You have a question for me, then?
Ah, yes. We kobolds are humble, weak creatures. We must scrape the ground, live underneath, scavenge for what is ours. That is because it is our place. But you, dragons, especially you, red dragons, are so powerful, so divine. Why do you not rule the surface and take what is rightfully yours?
Why do any gods allow their mortal worshippers to walk free along the surface? Free will is so very important for us divine beings to allow.
Yes.
Slaves are of no use.
Yes, it plays back into your first lessons. We must learn to walk ourselves, learn to worship ourselves. I see. This is the reason why we scholars must argue so much over the draconic text. Because if the answers were simply there, then the worship would not be truly earned.
Yes, the ancient and magnificent draconic texts. Tell me,
such a-
tiny kobold, do you have these texts with you?
Of course, I would never travel anywhere without them close to my heart.
Show me.
Right 1 second, please.
Szooth will dash away using cutting action to zoom as fast as he can, and then come back with just part of the big book of everything. It's a little sectioned off where he has the text of his draconic religion, and he will hand them off to the red dragon.
Yeah, so Szooth, when you get back to the cart, Tarnavak and Hashat are still there. Do you say or do anything when you see them?
Szooth will grab his big book and go like, "One moment, please," and then zoom back over.
Oh,
He's
he's
not
still
dead.
alive.
As
It's better than what
That's
the
a good
rest.
sign.
Yeah, you've heard no great roar or sounds of battle from over there.
But yes, the Draconic text, of course, written in Draconic because Kobold, and they detail how basically the TLDR, the dragons picked off their scales and gave life to them in the ground, and that is how the Kobolds came to be. The dragons lost nails and claws in battles, and that's how the Salamanders came to be. And then eventually, after raising their children, the dragons left to above the clouds to let the earth develop, and left the ground to their sons, the Kobolds and Salamanders.
See, so yeah, the dragon just makes you hold the book up over your head and uses you like a lectern to kind of flip through it for a bit.
Of course, this is what a Kobold is used to being treated like.
Yeah.
I was born for this.
Yeah, it's got like one claw ball up into a fist under its chin. It just flips through a bit.
You merely came into servitude. I was born into it.
You should not be saying that out loud, DC.
I shouldn't.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Are there more texts like this on your island?
Oh, yes, plenty more. But most of them detail all the draconic laws and teachings of the dragon. Of course, we being kobolds, simple and weak, cannot follow most of them. But in your infinite wisdom, you left us many lessons behind to take from. To learn from, even.
Yes, and you have some of these texts. You have, of course, kept the originals, penned by draconic hands. Safe and sound, have you not?
Yes, of course. They are so valuable, so enormously expensive that we kobolds dare not even war over possession. We keep them in our deepest, darkest, most secure holes, and make sure that any who would dare defile them in any way is executed, even if it costs us the entire borough.
I see. Interesting.
Just giving Sathya here a new ideal.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna get some of this shit right here.
I can see you've been away for a while. Chances are that, due to our humble nature, you have simply forgotten about us while you dealt with many of your great feats. But if you would ever think to return to the island, we kobolds would be gladly ready to serve you.
I am sure you would. And it gets so tiring, carting the sun across the sky every day.
Of course, I am not even the most fervent of believers back at my home island. There would be many, an entire order of knights, scholars, servants, worshippers, everything to take care of your needs, if only you simply demand it.
Yes, of course, as kobolds should. And
Yes.
this island also has salamanders on it, it seems?
Yes, our Mustar scales. They are the closest to dragons we have. They serve as our warriors, our messengers and envoys within the outside world. So we serve them, but in turn they also serve us, for we all know that the eternal purpose is to one day be able to return to our draconic overlords.
Ah, yes. Worry not, little Szooth. Your overlord has returned.
I thank you so much. We are not even worthy, but we will try. We will succeed.
Yes. Well, it was lovely chatting with you, my precious little disciple.
Such a title, such a compliment. I am truly unworthy, but I shall cherish the words for the rest of my life, however long it may be.
Yes, I name you Szooth, disciple of Sathya, sweeper of the great ashes.
If there's ever a time where someone would dare question my words, I shall make sure that they know that it's Safia who guides my path.
And now I must take wing, for I shall show your great island that its overlord has returned. Where is this island exactly?
Szooth will tell her, will bring up a map and point out exactly where his island is.
Excellent. I shall
Please.
take wing at once to herald in the new glory of your draconic age.
Please, I know I am but a simple kobold and have no right to make a request. But before you go, I have one last thing I wish.
You dare.
Forgive my insolence.
Well, speak, as you have already spoken.
I know my name is not even worthy to be remembered amongst your draconic reign, but please, when you make it to the island, let it know that it was Szooth who helped reunite you with your people.
That begins to sound like hubris, but I suppose I may allow my lips to spill forth your name on the day of
Please,
my return.
Please, my great dragon goddess, it is not for me, but for my family that suffers in my absence. A boon for even you speaking their name will help make sure that they are taken care of until I can return to the home and fulfill my duties again.
Very well. This boon I shall grant you before I leave.
I thank you. I thank you so much.
Szooth will even start crying tears of happiness.
You see a little smirk form on the dragon's lips, and then it shall take wing, blowing you all backwards.
Let
And it will fly off, and the rest of the party
I am short.
also sees this huge winged shape fly overhead, back southeast towards the coast. Whoosh.
Szooth lets loose like the giddiest, happiest scream for like the next 10 minutes. I'm just gonna save you all that sound.
Thanks.
Yes.
Scream? Oh shit.
Szooth is like running circles in happiness.
It's already left. Why is there screaming now?
I don't know.
You're just like, what is this?
They can't. Something like some kind of. There's no such thing as a delayed death.
Ursula is like carting Szooth back, and Szooth is still just like screaming in like pure
You
joy.
know that
Oh god, did
You
it
know
put a
that gift
curse
with
on
that-
Zoo?
You know that picture of that gif of Score Bunny just flailing crazily in the arms of the trainer? That's pretty much Szooth in hyper energetic happy mode.
I have done what should be impossible. I have done what should be all but improbable. I have found a red scale, a dragon, and not only that, I have convinced her to return home to my people. Not in 1,000 years have our kobolds been graced with a dragon goddess to serve and worship, but now we shall have one. Now we shall be able to bask in her infinite wisdom, and my home shall prosper once more.
That's great.
he also got absolved of his crimes.
Hey.
Hopefully, Psycho Bitch will leave us alone now.
Well, that's good.
It's more than good, don't you see? I had come on this adventure originally to make sure to find a new home for my kobold brethren. Our current one was starting to grow old, and soon we would not have the resources to sustain ourselves on our small island. But now, with the power and wisdom of a dragon, we shall not need to find new homes. If anything, our current home shall be the greatest flourishing in kobold burrow that has ever existed in history.
That. Oh, yeah, fingers crossed, and that all turns out well.
I'm
It
so
was also very pretty. Some
so
beautiful
happy.
scales.
I'm so happy. My family, my friends, our home, it is saved.
Can one dragon really do that much?
That's as if that's like asking if one sun can brighten the entire sky. Of course it can, and it does.
This is pretty much it.
That's Szooth, yeah.
Also, Szooth, you can go ahead and take inspiration.
Thank you.
For sure.
Can I lobby for it for playing riddle games?
No, that's how you didn't die.
Oh.
I would like to lobby for Szooth getting fucking double inspiration somehow.
Not how that works.
Just bank one extra.
No.
Unfortunately, not how that works. But yes.
Oh, that is a weight off my heart. The only one I had. I feared that I would have to return to my home one day. And of course I will. But now I am under no rush. For surely, under the great guidance of Sathia, my hometown shall be secured. Now I can adventure without guilt or worry.
It is true. I'm relieved, frankly, that you're now no longer a criminal. That none of us got turned to crispy dust. And that, hopefully Psycho Bitch will no longer be a problem.
Somehow I doubt that she'll get word of this.
This is true. But then as well, I suppose there's the inverse of if she does come for Szooth, she'll take Szooth and then go back and then realize it was a mistake and then Szooth can leave again. And we'll just wait for him at town, and get the drinks until he turns up.
What was the exact title Sathia gave to Szooth again?
Sweeper of the Ashes.
Yes, you are, what was it, Disciple of Sathia, Sweeper of the Great Ashes.
So does that mean you get a big broom, a big fancy magic?
Well, at least I now have my Dark Souls 3 boss name.
Sweeper of Ashes.
The Great Sweeper.
Sweeper of the Great Ashes.
Yeah. Wait. The dragon was just camping there. Did it, have any sheddings, so a scale or anything there? Go back and look.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a survival check to see if the dragon left anything. Don't roll a 1 or you're gonna find a big steaming pile of shit.
That sounds like something Szooth would give you help in, so you have advantage.
Alright.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's survival or investigation.
Either one.
Oh, wait, let me do investigation. My investigation 6.
I might help this Kobold right now.
Oop. Oh, disadvantage.
Not really. It's alright.
15.
15. Let's see. Yeah, I think you find, a few tiny tail scales, just stuff that's shed off in the breeze, really. It wasn't sitting there for a particularly long time, I guess. Maybe just a day or two.
Oh, tiny.
I mean, tiny like the size of your pinky nail, right? And just little things.
On an animal that huge?
Yeah, that's just like the little tiny scales.
Near the tip of the tail.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, near the tip of the tail.
Yeah, I know. I've had reptiles and snakes before. I'm just scaling that to a dragon size. It will be about thumbnail.
Alright, thumbnail. I'll concede that.
Szooth is going to
So, you just get a big old, what's it called? Leather string, and, what's it called? Soft amber. Resin, that was the word again. A little bit of resin, and then just make a necklace with the scale there. Just
Nice.
Put it around Szooth's neck.
Aw, cool.
There you go.
Something to commemorate and officiate my new title. Well, I set out to be a adventurer of great worth. I did not think I would find that answer and fulfill that journey within the day.
Mazel tov.
Well, think like this. Maybe the dragon gods was smiling. Maybe that's why you didn't get the Jeffrey's autograph.
Ah, to think the dragons rain such blessings upon me. Szooth will start like going, I am not worthy again. And like
Not
to
worthy, not
Stand up.
worthy.
we're not
You
worthy.
just up you go. Make sure you're not groveling on the ground again. No, stand up. Stand
You've
up.
already used that racial this week, this rest. I'm sorry, no more groveling.
Ah, yes. Sorry, of course. Despite all the excitement, we still have a friend in need.
Yes.
Come, let us travel. We have a cast to save.
Alright, and so the party returns to the road.
Well,
On the road again.
On the road again.
Can't wait to
Can't wait to
go.
get on the road again.
Page settings is just staying here. Gotta refresh. 1 second.
Oh man, I am physically exhausted from all that rolling.
It's a lot of work groveling that hard for a dragon. This is like, it really takes it out of you.
So, you regain the road sometime later, and let's see, you camp a little bit later, and the next day is a relatively short journey, like half a day, to get to Dethick Dale. Come on, Roll20, you can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Boop. So, as you pass through the jaws of the mountains, far off to the side on either end of the road, you begin to see farmland forming around the basin of this very large inland sea. There is great greenery everywhere. You see some peasants meandering along the roadside with carts and wagons full of produce, all heading northwards towards what you quickly find to be a very large vineyard estate. And as you draw near, more and more of the folk you see on the road stop being catfolk and become bunnies. Until practically everyone you see has a cute little pair of bunny ears and a little poofball tail wiggling behind her. And they are all hers.
Oh my, I like this place.
All of them have very elven figures, in fact, Hashat, you notice quite quickly.
I really like this place, guys.
I'm sure, and this must be something that Mithras is very much fond of. She always did have a soft
Cats
spot
and
for the bunny
dogs.
girls.
Cats and dogs, elves and bunnies, living together, mass hysteria.
I'm going to whistle at some of them.
Yeah, they'll giggle and blush, and a few of them will wave back at you as your cart slowly churns on by. And yeah, by about lunchtime, you arrive in Dethick Dale. A quaint little pastoral vineyard estate. Appears to
yes.
have a large chapel straight in the middle. Big old church with a tower and a bell. And Nahia, you recognize Mithras's symbol hanging above the door, although it's seen better days.
We should all be careful. I mean not to be racially insensitive, but we kobolds have a legend about Talias being crafty creatures.
Well, they
racist.
certainly are crafty, but I don't know if it's in the way you...
He just leans down and whispering to Szooth's ears, just so Szooth can hear, and whispers into his ear, say, bunnies like fucking
Of course.
a lot.
In fact, that is
No.
exactly...
A lot. They're not crafty like that. They're just fucking.
No. You misunderstand me. We kobolds have a folk tale, more really a historical account, of one of our old heroes, Valvalar. He once tried to help his burrow out by repopulating it, so he sought out a Talir, creature renowned for its reproductive skills and willingness, I guess you could say. But, however, when he struck the deal, it turned out that all the children born were Talirs instead of Kobolds, for Talirs breed true. Ever since then, Kobolds have been always warned to be careful of the deals they make of Kobolds.
Wait, don't you mean kobolds should be wary of their deals with Talir? Not kobolds with kobolds? You said kobold.
Yes. Here's the thing. We all know this.
Huh. Really? I thought this was still a recent discovery that was not yet confirmed.
No.
Oh no, everyone knows that.
It's a very common knowledge.
Szooth kind of flips to his tail of Alvazor and go like, maybe perhaps he should have researched first. He'll just write that down in the notes.
Yeah, it'd be like, everyone knows that if you have sex with the bunnies, there'll be more bunnies. That's it.
If anything, it's still worth researching. Such a strange and dominant genome in sexual reproduction. I wonder how it works.
There are no norms involved in the sexual production of them.
Oh, yes, you're right.
We just see Szooth when a bunny girl gets really horny, it starts to slowly explain the facts of, like,
breeding
bunny. It's like, what? Yeah.
I'm grinning at this lesson. Come now, if anyone happens to have a professional education in the pregnancy of the sentient races, it would be me. But,
Suppose that is true.
I feel like I'm just gonna wander off during this conversation. Bye, guys.
Alright, fine. I'll stop distracting.
See you later, nerds. I'll see you in like a week.
That's the back of the
Kina's
church.
just taking a downtime action. Yeah, you guys are all like down here in front of the church at this point.
I would like to go in and have a look at the church. It is, it is within faith and keeping.
Fudge.
I'm going to arrange rooms.
In.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you too. Cool. Let's do this.
Alright. Nahia, as you approach the door, you hear music pouring out from inside.
Anything Coral I recognize?
No.
It is definitely not church music. It is in fact a particularly raunchy bard's tale, set to a dancing beat. And you can hear a stomp of feet inside as you push open these big doors, and you see that it doesn't look like a church so much inside. There's the pews and the lectern, but there's no holy symbol anywhere, and instead there's a great big blackboard across the back that is covered in musical notes. And there are racks and racks of instruments up on the wall, and oftentimes covering up the holy stained glass.
This is no church. It's a bard college.
It is. And there is an extremely voluptuous purple-haired bunny girl standing at the lectern who is leading the procession as several what you must imagine to be students of various races. Mostly bunny folks, but you see salamanders, fairies, and even a couple of cat folk mixed among them, who are all trying to keep up with their mistress.
Szooth is going to join in and do a little jaunty dance in the background. He won't just actually run up and be like, "Hey guys, let's party!" But he'll enter the building and happily join in the pews.
All right, cool.
No, I'll be kind of sad that it's not, in fact, a religious church, and Szooth will be fine there. I'll leave him to it.
All right.
Will you not come with me, Nahia? Or do you have business to attend to?
Not business specifically, but I thought I was walking into a Church of Mithras, and it is not. It has been turned into a, bard college, as you say.
Fair enough. I would like to at least make introductions. We kobolds love the bards. It's how we get some of our tales from the outside world.
It is true, and I'm fond of bards as well. It was just a bit of a culture shock. I'm sure you understand. You know, it'd be like walking into a temple that says "Free Dragons" on the outside of it, and then when you go in, it's just a bar.
Oh, well, of course, I understand.
I was going to also say, this is nothing to say also about the tales of the many bards fucking kobolds. Because bards fuck everything.
This is true. They do that.
That's how you keep up your genetic diversity on the island. You just kidnap bards.
We don't even have to kidnap.
Oh yeah, kidnap. Big ass
They come wandering in.
Oh no! Don't take me away, horde of horny breed.
You have no idea where they come from because you're on a fucking island, but just bards just show up from time to time.
Look, Frida's a precious snowflake.
Emphasis on snowflake because she's special.
There. I'm gonna go looking around for the fancy house that they said that Cass would be at.
Yeah. Just like directly across the street from the quote-unquote church is in fact the largest house, doubtless the estate of the place's mistress.
Dope. Well, it looks like the fanciest house.
Oh, damn.
Let the door close behind me and head towards fancy house.
Zeus starts dancing along, and apparently he dances real good.
So you dropped your kid off at school, and now you've gone along. All right.
Did you find that you can grab like a recorder off the wall or something, a little flute?
Yeah, totally.
Oh wait, now Szooth was joining in on dancing around, and apparently he danced real good.
All right, yeah. Dance off, bro. Come on.
Let's fucking dance off.
Starts hopping along with Shovel, holding his wings like the ends as he dances in circles.
Cool. So that lesson's going to be going on for a while. So Szooth, you'll be dancing along with some bards in training. So we'll hop down to Tarnavak, Ursula, and Hashat as they head into the tavern, which is currently being manned by a top-heavy, middle-aged cowgirl, who will just give you all a friendly nod.
If Hashat is near us when we enter, she's like, "Hey, you're people."
I mean, yeah, I'll just...
She gives you all a friendly nod as you walk in and say, "Well, what is your poison?"
Calming and bunny girls.
It's just...
That's a medicine. That's a medicine, my friend.
Yeah.
The silent types, huh?
Just looks at Tarnavak.
Ale?
No, it's just... Well, that's not really a poison, or is it?
She means what we want to drink, Ursula.
Oh.
The cowgirl will just grin and say, 3 ales coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Climbs up on the fucking stool there. Yeah.
Which then totally creaks.
Creak. So not to be rude, but you don't look like minstrels, more like adventurers. What brings you all the way out here?
We're meeting a friend.
I'm actually pretty decent with the music instrument. I think.
Meeting a friend, huh? Is that what they call it nowadays?
He's from Pergolith, Cass. You might have seen him around.
Ah, of course. The little noble boy so far from home. Poor baby. He is in Mistress Haldora's mansion.
Again.
She will pass out the ales to you guys.
Nice. Yeah, she asks, Ursula asks him, asks her. No, it's just I was thinking of Cass.
It's fine, it's fine.
Ursula asks the bar lady if when she saw Cass, if that little cut part of his hair had grown out properly some more.
Shit, who did we just lose?
I think Kino's internet went goof.
Oh.
Ripping pepperonis.
Yeah, we just lost Akina.
Oh well. I'm sure I know what Hashat's up to.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but that
the
was
cowgirl will
Ursula's question.
stroke her chin for a moment, thinking, I seem to remember he had longer hair now. It's been growing out well, yes. Oh,
Okay, that's
don't tell
good.
me, you are his
That's
mother,
good.
no? Does he come from
What?
such a cute little thing as you?
It just looks and be like, you know that moment of like shoulder tensing, but the arms aren't. But
Mm-hmm.
no, he is. I'm just trying to take care of him because he's a friend of ours.
Ah, I see. My apologies. Well, he is in perfect health here, don't you worry.
That's
As
good.
you might imagine, we are very good at taking care of wayward young men around here.
Well, I actually don't really know how good you are at that.
Well, if you're very lucky and very kind, I might be able to show you. She will give you a grin and a wink.
I just give a thumbs up, drink my ale.
Right, and Tarnavak, unless you have something to add, we will...
We would be interested in rooms as well. And I think, if you can, some hot baths.
Oh, that was...
Hot baths, yes, of course. A silver per head for the stay and a copper for the beer.
No, don't worry, I got this. Takes out 2 golds. Just say, keep them coming.
Oh, big spenders in here. All right.
Oh, right. And plus another gold. And food.
And food, huh? What do you like,
Yeah.
little one? Are you a meat eater, or like so many of these bunnies here, do you only nibble on lettuce?
Oh, I eat everything.
Good, good. It is not often I get to put my real cooking skills to test.
We do have some more friends coming. A little white kobold and a salamander paladin.
A kobold. I've not seen one of those in a long time.
Szooth
He
is
is quite the character.
a good friend of ours. He's the leader of our little band.
You all follow in the
Just
footsteps of
leans
a
over and
kobold. Interesting. Never heard of that one before.
It just leans over and you know that covering, like half covering, so like, you know, and like you're trying to obviously whisper and just say, he's called Szooth the Smooth for a good reason.
Oh, well, I am sure he will be a hit with the ladies around here.
Jesus Christ, what's going on? I'm
Yeah.
back.
Okay, it's
Hi,
I
fine.
lost
Kina.
internet.
You're covered in bunny pussy.
What?
Yep, totally.
No.
Just
happened?
rolling deep in bunny pussy.
What happened?
You succeeded on some kind of invisible check and
I
rolled
did?
Bad crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
Are you
I missed
complaining?
it.
you're crushing mad
They're all
pussy.
pregnant.
No, I missed it.
They're all throw Ragnarok now.
Oh,
No, it's fine. You just walked in. Some beers were ordered. There's a big, top-heavy cow milf over here taking charge of the bar.
well, now I feel like I feel like I have to make something happen. And
Make the prophecy come true.
I'm gonna order something for here.
All right.
Another thing for this lady here. Also, like
Bunny's big brown ears will sort of perk up. Well, hello there to you too. So,
Well, hello.
another cowgirl, huh? Or horse? Something in between?
Something.
And you're one of the ones looking for poor little Cass as well, huh?
Yeah, he's a buddy.
Good. I've been taking care of him since he got here. The name's Kirsten. She will extend a hand. And I think
Is it the bunny
Tarnavak, you will recognize a Pergothian accent on her.
I'll give her a nice firm handshake.
Yeah, she is noodle arms, so her arm just kind of flops around when you give it firm.
Oh,
firm
well,
handling. Well, I won't say no to free drinks. So, 5 adventurers looking after poor little Cass. Whatever for.
Oh, it's just looking for him. And just we were palled around with him for a while, and we just didn't really have anything else to do, so we decided to come back up here and find him.
Well, I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. He's been talking non-stop about riding his favorite pony again.
Oh, is he now?
She'll give you a devilish grin and say, I didn't quite know what he meant until just now. Spoiled little boy.
No. Kinathis. No, wait. Even better.
Why don't
Ursula just leans over and pokes Hashat on the side. Goes around and pokes Hashat. Hey, you do like this?
What?
You should go find Cass, find where he's at, and then kick the door in. Knock, open up the door, it's real.
I could. That would be funny.
I mean, the shock would be perfect, and you would surprise him as well.
Yeah.
Please don't give him a heart attack. I didn't come all this way to just cart his dead body back.
Oh, don't worry, he's not gonna have a heart attack.
But there's just so many cute ladies here.
Oh, why thank you.
That's true, but we're also... Yeah. How big? The lady here? How tall?
The bunny girl?
Not the... Mama
Zoya. She
Zoya?
is... Let's see, what's average height for a female minotaur? Like 6'6" or something?
I don't fucking know.
She's a big lady.
That's your creation.
She's a big lady. Like not quite like dwarfing Nahia or anything, but is much bigger than the rest of you probably.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, of course she is. There's a goddamn dwarf here. What did you expect? She towers like, of course she does. I'm a dwarf. Anything that is fucking 6 feet towers over Ursula.
So yeah,
Because Ursula is actually less than 5 feet tall.
Yeah, you're fun-sized. The cow mom will catch you glancing. She catches you miring. Puts a little more wiggle in her step.
Okay. Yeah, of course, it's like flexing, it's like, yeah, fucking beef. Big beef, small beef, best beef.
She likes 'em beefy. And that's how Ursula died in the end of the campaign, just split open on a minotaur.
Kekakudori.
There are worse ways to go.
Yeah. So while that's happening, knock knock, open up the door, it's real. Over on the Cass estate. Yeah, Nahia,
Is it gonna be a knock knock, open up the door?
Yeah, I'll knock a knocker. It's their biggest fanciest house.
Alright. Couple of minutes later, and well, not minutes, moments later.
Minutes, but like, oh, I guess no one's in. I'm fucking leave.
Yeah, no. A couple of moments later, a dark-skinned catfolk, maybe like late 40s, early 50s, with a spat of gray hair, will come to the door and open it a ways.
Greetings, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Crane his neck up.
Yeah, he definitely has to crane his neck up.
Well, and all he can see is Diddy.
I mean, yeah, that's hence the hello.
I'll like step at least a little bit back so I could make eye contact with him.
Ah, there's a person up there. Great. Hello.
Hello there. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? My name is Nahia.
I'm Valstein, Mr. Saldor's husband. Guess that makes me co-owner of this place. Can I help you with something?
Yes. I and my companions were headed up here, looking for a friend of ours, and we were hoping that he'd made the journey okay.
Ah, you're Cass's friends, aren't you? Come in,
Well, that's
come in.
promising.
Well, walk you on in, and sitting beside the fire is everyone's favorite blonde cat boy.
Yeah, excellent. I pull out the pouch of cat treats and shake him, and then, obviously he comes run in immediately. Yeah. Hello, Cassidy.
Nahia!
Crack open a can of tuna.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect to see you guys, like, ever. It's been forever. Hi, how's it going?
It's been going well. We wrapped up our business down the other continent, and, well, as we were passing around on this one, we'd heard that you went through some troubles, so we thought we'd take a little bit of a trip around.
I'll say I nearly died. That was terrible.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, me
He
too.
mysteriously has a line across his neck.
Yeah, it's been drawn in choppy, though.
Unfortunately, some people weren't so lucky. I only got out alive because Triarch Arvard was there as well. He's a hell of a warrior. He just picked me up underarm and dragged me out of the chaos.
Oh, that is nice of him. He's a good man.
Yeah, guess so. I'd offer you a seat, but it's not my house. But I'm gonna sit down over here. Valstein will just grin and say, "Yes, come sit with us, please."
I'll stand for a little bit, but I'll stand over here. I just recently got here off a carriage, and I believe there's an egg in my back door, so sitting down is a little bit less than pleasant at the moment.
There's a what? Cass like, what?
I met some hornets on the way.
Oh, those damn hornets. They won't leave us alone.
They're not that bad.
I mean, they've been robbing people left and right, but sure,
well,
okay.
That part isn't fantastic, but at least it's robbing and not murder robbing.
I guess. Enjoy your baby. I don't even know how to respond to that. I'm sorry, that's probably horribly rude, but...
I'm, as you might expect, at least a little bit different about it, or I wouldn't be making jokes. Well, I suppose the word rise crack is probably not the word I want to use either.
Yeah, probably don't want to crack anything. Well, sorry that happened to you. We've been trying to get some rangers or something in here to clear them out, but, well, they just come back like you.
Yeah. It is, it's a hard thing to do at the same time when they're admittedly a little bit locust-like and take too much. It's a problem, but it's, they don't do maximum harm, and it's hard to get a lot of armed people to turn up for that stuff. As we were going by, I figured, make a good impression.
Yeah, we used to have a nice little hive of bee folk around here. Cute little things, help, fertilize the crops. They'd help tend to the vineyard, and this hornet tribe moved in, and haven't seen any of them since, and now they're just bandits on the road.
Yeah, shame. Eventually it will resolve itself, and the hive can only get so big, I'm sure.
Well, bigger every time that happens, and he'll kind of nod towards your belly.
Shrug a little bit.
Anyway, Cass will say, well, what have you guys been up to? How did you get all the way over here?
Oh, well, let me tell you a fucking tale about Death Island. And let me say, first of all, stay the fuck away from Death Island. Just vomit info at him.
Well, that sounds horrible. I'm glad you
Died.
didn't all die.
As am I. Especially since we'd probably still be there and moving around. Also meet my bird.
Oh, that's a real bird. I thought it was just a statue or something. Hi, bird. Hi. Hi.
He's a smart bird. Also has a helmet.
That's a weird helmet. Why does your bird have a helmet?
It's something magical powers.
Something magical powers.
It's a long and complicated and confusing story, and I've already had a lot of airtime this session.
Come here, bird. He just picks up Voron and starts messing with his helmet. How do you get this off?
I don't know. It hasn't even come off after he blasted his way through a ghoul's head.
Come here. Can't get up. Ow, he bit me.
I'm not surprised. He likes his helmet.
I don't think that comes off.
It might not.
Okay, alright, let's just take that in stride then. That's fine.
Well, they say magic bird.
Alright, magic bird. Magic helmet. Cool. I can get behind that.
Fair enough. Stretch level. Yes. Well, congratulations.
Cass is gonna be doing that while you talk.
Da. We were wondering if anything that we could do to assist you, and we wanted to make sure that everything was going okay while we were in the area, because I heard from your brother that you went up this way when I stopped by.
My brother? Oh, you mean Franz? It's my cousin, not my brother.
Sorry,
I know we look
cousin,
a lot
yes.
alike, though.
Da,
Which is
sorry,
actually kind of weird, because we're not technically blood related, but, you know, whatever.
Nah.
Maybe we are.
It is,
Kind of squints for a moment.
I don't know
probably.
your family today. It's a possibility, I suppose.
It's fine. Look, I don't know how much you know about noble family trees, but they're just kind of circular.
Mercantile ones are at least blessedly a little bit more planned out.
Incestuous family web. Yep. Anyway.
Also, I mean, like, also Wincestuous family web. Like, if web was spelled with a B on the end, that sounds actually like some kind of a noble court name.
See, incest stops being fun the minute babies are actually involved.
Yeah, unfortunately, eventually you just turn into the Habsburgs, and it's just a bad time for everybody. But yeah, Cass will say, well, if you came all the way out here to help, I'm sure not going to say no, because I've been just kind of stuck here licking my wounds for 3 or 4 weeks now, has it been? No, it can't have been that long. Maybe 2? I've been here a while, and doing research on those horrible tentacle things that attacked us at the reading of the will, but I haven't been able to find anything, and neither has Miss Aldora.
I swear for a moment I thought boy pussies were about to be mentioned.
Well, we're here to lend a hand, I suppose, doing that mercenary adventure type thing again.
Well, I'd love to have the help. Truth be told, I was starting to get worried I was just gonna have to go home and this would all be for naught, but with some
To be fair,
actual
if you did
adventures...
go home, yes, if you did go home, you would get to see the elven princesses that are staying there at the moment.
Huh?
Oh, and I'm sure they would have loved you. Oh, and there was the party. Really missed the show.
Oh, what'd I miss?
Oh, no, the most beautiful of dresses.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
We'll see if I'm feeling fruity.
Eyebrow wiggle. Alright.
She'll never admit to the others, but she felt mad pretty in that dress.
Hell yeah. Alright. So, does anyone have anything they'd like to accomplish right quick before we get off into the proper start of Cast Quest?
Nope.
Good.
Well, let's see. We got the bath, we got the food, we got the there. Kina hasn't gone fucking Mr. X yet. On cast.
Here we see the sleeping Cass relaxing, and oh no, the door is broken down.
And thus Cass was just anally annihilated. Poor kitty. Just never had a chance. Well, alright. If that's the case, then it is getting on towards late. So we might as well call it here. And then next time we can start...
It's only 3 a.m. Not 4 a.m.
DST day. Yeah. The Americans will jump forward.
It's true. I'm sure that's nice for you, Hedrah.
Yeah. It's fucking hella nice. An hour earlier.
Alright, let's see. It's the 11th, 12th, and 13th, I believe, has been this session. And so, let's see. I don't know. Kina, could you roll me a 1d6 plus 3? Nice. Alright, so it'll be the 12th, so it'll be the 30th? When you and Nahia's eggs are due.
Cool. I'm totally keeping mine.
Nice. And no, nothing says you can't.
I'm gonna have myself a little paladin's gonna pop out. It's fine.
Just
When's
remember
the last time that's ever gone wrong, huh?
Just remember that
I was about to
these
say,
hornets
sure.
are not infused with Kalira juice. They are not little justice retards.
Well, it's fine.
Excuse me.
When this one comes out, though, it's gonna be the little Mithra friend. If I've got points of lay on hands like left over each night, I'm probably gonna give the tummy a little rub down.
Nice.
Seems like a good go paladin thing to do if you're a part of the Mithrin.
Are you gonna give a shot any of that action, or are you just keeping it all for yourself?
Oh, I'll spread the juice out if I've got enough.
Okay.
What
Presuming,
action?
would you
sorry?
allow Nahia to lay on hands your belly at night?
To do what was
As
that?
Mithra paladin, you know, like Lyra, just pump a little of the goddess of Berthi's holy goodness right into you.
Well, I guess that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
This is your wheelhouse. Should be anyway.
Always trust the paladin and the god of birth. I'm sure she knows what
Mhm.
she's doing.
Probably.
Alright, so XP. Did you explore a new or interesting location for the first time? Yep, you got here.
Yes.
Found the Bunny Enclave. Did you discover a new and interesting truth about the world?
Reasonable handful, I suppose. Learned the state of where to begin? Shit, my brain is turned to pudding.
Fate of 2 Hobgoblin infantry regiments.
Runan elves have come to help out from Pergolith. Assist Franz and with all of that stuff. They're in town.
Well, Syrah has, but yeah. Alright. Got some Arunan agents running around in Navarre for some reason.
I suspect that they've got something to do with as well all that like Smith claiming that happened at the point. Like I'm sure that those will tie in at some point along the way.
Totally unrelated. Don't worry about it. Alright, did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy? The dragon does not count. The dragon does not
Does it?
count.
Oh.
Wait, how does the
Actually-
new dragon does not count as a lasting ally?
We'll
She
does-
never see them again, potentially. Nahia?
Does
Merz?
does Ambassador Herlord count as he saw through Nahia quite well?
You know what? Yeah, I will definitely count Hurlard because now he knows you're around, and that's definitely gonna not be disadvantageous at all. Don't worry about it.
Nahia is officially an ally now, I suppose. who's
Yeah, I
made
think so.
themselves
She
Open
has,
to me. But
she has
okay.
made her intentions on your pussy clear. All right. Have you advanced or completed a quest?
Arriving here technically isn't a quest, so...
Yeah, no.
Actually, wait.
you get no
advancing
credit
Szooth-
for.
Advancing Szooth quest?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely give you credit for the dragon. You can choose to apply that to new page in a companion story or here.
No, to here.
I mean, what other page of a companion story did we get? I mean, we did do Nahia.
Yeah, Nahia got driven into the bed.
This is
So,
true.
yeah, I guess that sounds like a 5 XP session,
Wow.
everybody.
We're gonna need a
54.
bunch. We're gonna need a bunch of those.
Yep.
Alright, good
Yeah, at least
stuff.
4 more weeks at least.
So we're at
Yeesh.
54?
Yes.
Wait, what level
I
are
am-
we? We're level 3, right?
4.
No, 4. 4. Why is my character
am-
sheet not updated?
I don't know.
Because
Why
that was
isn't-
just supposed to be done last session.
I'm pretty. Yeah, my hit dice. Wait, no. Did I update my hit dice? I'm pretty sure I updated my hit dice. I am pretty sure I updated my hit dice. It's fine.
You're pretty not sure that you're updating it. Nice.
I'm pretty sure I rolled and rolled poorly, and that's why I have 21
Yeah,
currently.
you did.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
did roll like a 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Yeah, you probably just didn't do the class and level change.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it total level up. I have a dexterity of 18. Just didn't realize because I've been making stealth checks. Of course, that's why that's so high. Yeah.
Derp, derp, derp.
Right.
Yeah, it just
Bouncing
derps.
out.
Alright, sounds good. And yeah, for stream and YouTube, that's the last game of the week. Make sure to watch on Merz and Scow's channels for other games. And we will see you on Saturday for Stray and Deep, assuming she doesn't get sick again.
I know, right? She was fucking
Still,
dying.
yeah, it's it turned out that it is in fact a chest infection.
Rip and rip.
Well,
So, yeah. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.